irrelevant he is. Like, I cover E3. Like, yes, that's good. That's good. 1990s dev.
Wait, am I irrelevant?
Everyone who covers E3 is relevant.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fun.
that's right. Next week we're going to be streaming E3.
I don't care about
relevant
relevance. I
dev.
care about fun times.
I'm not going to
And
have
watching-
to. I bet you're going to be like, I only care about clicks.
E3 is your idea of a fun time? Jesus.
It is, because now we can laugh at all the nonsense that comes out.
Look at this World War II soldier with the katana on their back. That was still funny.
Sound very funny.
Sounds like big
Right.
copies from Dev.
Listen. There is
Big
a conference
copies.
called the
No.
Guerrilla Collective,
Big copies from
which
Dev.
is literally just socialist revolutionaries who are making games.
I hear
Ah.
so much cope. Do you guys hear the cope?
It's
Where are their games taking
hilarious.
place?
We're
Venezuela?
gonna call it dope. That's DevCope. It's dope.
Devium.
It's awful. That's what it is. Does it?
I like
Hamster
saying I
sends
like
in a
my
little
volume a
super
little
chat before we even
like
start.
Devium
And says,
better.
Skaven are basically furries, right? No.
Yep.
Only Kyle's a furry.
He even plays one on the internet too.
He does.
My Skaven is not furry.
Only non-furry.
I feel like at that point you're just arguing semantics because
he doesn't
it's
have
like,
any fur.
okay, but it still falls in the category.
No, he
Ketchup?
doesn't have any fur. He's bald.
Ketchup. What's wrong, Ketchup? Let's talk about a Ketchup. What's wrong,
I
Ketchup?
think Kibbs is mad because I told people that he plays a furry on the internet.
Ketchup, where you live, Ketchup? Let's dox yourself. Dox yourself.
Earth.
No, he's mad because he ate raw chicken.
That's
Why?
right, he did.
What
He's
did you
like,
do
"I'm
that
gonna-
for,
he's
Kyle?
like,
That's
"I'm
a
gonna heat
stupid
up
thing to do.
chicken." And then he's like, it's kind of gooey.
It is a very stupid thing to do.
No, it's a stupid thing to do, Kyle. Why would you do this? Why?
On the bright side, he doesn't need to be alive for much, frankly. He just needs to cast a spell here and there. And speaking of, Kyle, you need to be sensing magic and shit, because last time you got a quest to seek out the magic disturbances in the lower Karak. And I'm presuming Gnarl has returned. Go like, if you want to come inside house, you have to be gonna have to
According
be
to my notes, it was in the middle layer, not the lower layer.
We got to
Middle
roll for
layer.
ships first for anything else.
upper.
True, we do have to roll for ships. Since Dev remembered it, Dev can roll the 2d20s.
2d20s, okay.
Look at Dev being useful and stuff.
There you go.
That was actually very useful, Dev. Well done.
18.
Still kind of looking forward to that double one.
If you don't remember what happens on a double one, the boat sinks.
Really?
No.
Yes.
What
That
happens on
inevitable
2d20s?
double one.
You get 20 warp tokens.
That doesn't seem
Nothing
very
incredible. You
fair.
don't come back with an extra boat. Like we captured one.
I mean, that would be fair. If you lose a boat for double ones, you gain a boat for double 20s.
Yes.
It's like, we found this.
Snake eyes means bad shit. Double 20s means nothing. There's
Which
no
is funny.
mythology attached to that.
There you go. I
And
posted
they
the
find an
thingy.
extra crew member or something. Like, we found this rat. We gave him a uniform and stuff, and now he works with us.
A small rat. The band of merry men must go. Hurry, off into danger.
Danger?
Yeah, I do remember at the end of last session, Naro returned and told the party, this is what has to be done if we want to meet the big boss, the big cheese. Or at the very least, get in his house.
And we win the game. Archer.
No, yeah, because they wouldn't let Carson
They didn't subscribe to the universal black furs are superior. They subscribed to the far more local, only their specific clan's black furs are superior. So Gnarl couldn't make much headway.
Okay. And me and Carson gets that in the tavern.
Picking up.
Not to be
Secrets.
confused with the tavern.
It's true, but it's run by the same rat family, or at least an extended cousin, probably. They all look the same to us.
Maybe.
It is a
You know, it's
large
like
family.
it's like, huh, convenient. It allows people to reuse certain assets.
Very convenient.
Mdev was almost spotted as somebody useful that could gain access, but then he went invisible.
He went poof into shadow.
Dev's
That's like,
fear.
quest hook.
Dev's fear of role playing is so bad that he will break character just to be like, you're not role playing.
He sees a quest
Have you
hook, and
ever
you just hear
considered
this little shriek
I'm
as
I'm
he
still invisible,
disappears.
by the way.
Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes Dev's RPing skills are lacking and to be wanted, but you never know.
Non-existent.
Maybe his character was kicked out of the Greater Clan for a reason. Maybe because he was touched in the head or something. I don't know.
That's like,
Well-
I just role playing a retard.
I just play a retard on the internet. Trust me, I'm just RPing.
What would you like to do now that you have received your immediate objective? Completely ignore it and just start wandering around the city?
That sounds like best
We
idea.
head back to our war. He's like, ah!
Well,
Let's
no, like,
go home.
if we are here, if nothing else, Snar would like to investigate how expensive it would be to repair his right leg armor. Because remember, it got damaged by 1 point.
That is a point. While we're shopping, I would like to pick up some arrows.
And actually, I still have 4 wounds that need healing.
They should have healed by now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, quit intentionally fucking the party. Heal.
If we're healed, I'll just take it off. Okay. I don't fucking know.
Well, because
Oh,
it was
come
a
over
number
there
of
and
Been in
beat you.
combat for
yeah, there was a
days.
number of days to get to the
Okay,
actual.
I must have missed that part. Must have missed that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm healed. Yeah, at this point, I'm looking for any kind of magical artifacts, I guess, but if I'll just see if one comes along. Also, something to do with my fucking ring that won't come off.
You know, cut your finger off.
Wait,
Just
see,
Kibbs, do you
that's-
magical
want to
artifacts in general.
Kibbs, do you want to try dispelling this ring?
No.
You see,
I
that's
couldn't
when
do
it teleports to another part of your body that it's a. You wouldn't necessarily be wanting to remove as easily. It's like, no, not
Alright,
the
well,
tail.
Maybe what we could do is that if there's any kind of, I don't know, I don't know what rats call them in rat society, but if there's any kind of like mage's quarter or tower or something where somebody
Mages are
who's-
typically the white furs who are
And white
currently
person
not.
not allowed
yeah.
here.
Oh no, it's not that
White
they're not
furs
allowed.
or-
It's just they're smart enough to make themselves very, very scarce.
Right. So
Except for
from what I
ours.
recall reading the book, you have the white furs, and you have the sorcerers, and then you have some of the plague monks that can use magic. And I'm surely somebody is smart enough about magic, smarter than us, to tell us about this ring. So that's one thing we could do if you guys want to.
Potentially, yeah. I think the sorcerers are from Clan Eshin, and if that is the case, they're going to be in the keep, or their representatives are going to be in the keep. Because if you remember from last session, they said that they had some emissaries with them,
Right.
or maybe not emissaries, but they had people from Clan Eshin there.
So I guess we'll just, if we stumble across someone magical enough, I guess we'll ask them about it. Okay.
If we see someone with a very tall, pointy hat and a beard, it's like, maybe wizard.
Maybe.
I will gladly engage in D&D racism to identify a wizard.
Well, if you are to look for a mage, your best bet would be Graciers are not welcome at the moment. So there are none that you know of in the city, and normally a Gracier makes a big deal of their presence, shall we say. A Eshin sorcerer, in which case they would probably be inside the main castle with Nordwell, as he has apparently some kind of agreement with them. Or you'd have to search out Clan Pestilence, which you don't know of a Clan Pestilence presence here, but you haven't asked either, so...
Well, I'm happy to do one of your guys' quests first. That's okay.
I would be interested in just seeing if there's an armor around and how.
Yeah, I just want to buy some arrows.
Yep. So is there a
Alright.
easily identified merchant quarter?
There is a trades area. There is, yes. They sell most of the usual mundane stuff. Hand weapons and general weaponry is in very short supply because Clan Moulder is basically buying up everything.
Do they have arrows?
They
Do you
do.
actually mean Clan Moulder, or did you misspeak in which clan?
Moors, yes.
Okay.
They do have arrows, and the arrows are very cheap because nobody wants them.
Well, I do.
How
Like
convenient.
the only Skaven who's ever touched a bow.
I can just see your like rat walking in. It's like, do you have arrows? Is this joke? And you're just like, no.
I will
Merchantman.
take off hands. Make room in inventory. Yes.
Most of the merchant you ask, just their entire length of their nose just wrinkles in disgust.
I tell them that I
Arrows.
won't even charge them to take them off their hands.
And they're merchants from the
But,
Skaven Society. They're gonna pay. They're gonna charge you something just out of principle.
After much searching, you do find the one Skaven merchant who is like, thank the horn rat. Bought them years ago. Nobody wanted. Was fooled was.
Was lied to by Fletcher. Said buy low here, sell big in city. Full of shit he was.
Does quotation marks with his fingers. Told revolutionary weapon allowed to stab from distance. Blah blah. No one wanted.
Old ways, best ways.
His supply is somewhat limited. He has 50 arrows divided into bundles of 5 for 50 copper per bundle.
I may as well take all 50 of him if nobody minds. Because I go through them quite quickly. I hear no objections.
You said it was 5 arrows for how many copper?
50.
You're 50.
So 50 arrows.
I think it's
So
5 silver.
Yeah, so we'll take off hands. Good
5
for
silver.
when
Yeah,
need to
we
be
have
stealthy.
enough to handle 5 silver.
Good when need to sneak squeak.
The
I'd like
silver
some
has
shopping
been
too, actually.
removed from the inventory, so you can have your 50 arrows.
Yay. I was getting a bit low.
The rat does the Allahu Akbar bow as you leave. Thank you.
So for my next class, I have to buy a few things too, and it's all mundane stuff. I need a crossbow pistol with 10
We
bolts.
have one!
Do you? I don't have it in my
How many times
inventory.
do we have to tell you this?
we keep
tell
telling you, it
every
is in the
goddamn
Hold on.
time.
Okay. If it's in the
kept-
inventory, fine. There's other things.
We gave it to you. Put it in your inventory now. Because we gave it to you last time you asked.
How many
Okay, hold
crossbow
on.
pistols do you have in there? Like, open your bag. How many crossbow
I have
pistols?
none.
The thing is, we had
Okay, Scratch is
had
gonna
one
take
in
take
the
your paw,
inventory.
put it in there, and be like, take! Stop
Okay.
going on.
Hold on. Okay. So, how many crossbow bolts do we have?
No,
You'll
that's
need to
why I
buy
never used
those,
it.
but we had
Okay.
the crossbow pistol.
Yeah. So I have 3 bolts. I need 7 more. I have 3 throwing stars. I need 1 more of those, and I need a best craftsmanship rope, 10 yards.
A best craftsmanship rope. What even would be the difference between a shitty rope and a best craftsmanship rope?
I don't know.
Quality of material?
I guess.
One's made out of human skin, the other hair.
It's like one is like rat fur, the other is like, like I don't know, like oxen fur or something dumb like that. I don't know.
So 7
I'm
bolts,
sure there's someone
1
somewhere
star,
who
1
knows
rope.
this. It's like, no, you're wrong. This is what it means. So you need 7 more bolts and 1 more throwing star.
And 1 rope, yeah. 1 best craftsmanship rope that's 10 yards long. Can't be shorter or longer.
We find one that's
Okay.
9.9 feet.
Yeah, over here they only sell ropes 8 feet long.
Oh,
If you
shit.
buy 2 and you put them together, it's like, no, it specifically specifies 1 rope that is 10 feet long.
I can't like
Well-
weave the fibers together into 1 rope.
The throwing stars are easy enough to find. There's actually quite a lot of throwing weapons on display. Like they've got blowguns and throwing knives, throwing daggers, throwing stars, all kinds of nonsense things.
Oh, so if we're in like a ninja shop, it kind of sounds like.
Pretty much.
Do they
Ninja
also
shop.
have throwing stars carved with runes? Because I need runed ones for spells and I need regular ones just for throwing.
All right. Well, you need to head to a specialist shop for the fancier shit. Like, this is just like a weapons merchant, but there is a literal ninja shop in the city. Clan Eshin has a quarter.
Okay. So I guess here I'll get the regular stuff first and we'll head there next. So, bolts,
Honestly,
stars,
yeah.
and ropes. What's it gonna run me, Arch?
The throwing stars cost a silver apiece.
Okay. That's easy enough to keep track of.
Yep.
You have your throwing star.
My 1 throwing star that I needed, I think. I only needed 1.
Yep. Crossbow bolts are as rare and impossible to get as arrows.
So very available.
You run into one craftsman who's like, he just scratches his head at the very idea, like, metal on wood? Why? He figures he can hammer some together for you. They'll
Literally
be
just takes a bow, just chops off half of it and sticks it on.
they'll
Well,
be
I can
really
show him the
really
crossbow
terrible.
pistol. I'll be like, look, it works. But then I'll shoot an arrow. Or I'll shoot a bolt into the wall.
Okay, you have one less bolt.
Shit, I can go get it. But is he impressed, though?
I doubt it. Given their affinity towards ranged weaponry on display, I doubt they
Speaking
are
of range
impressed.
weaponry, do they have any of the 2 types of ammo? The
Oh, your bullets.
yeah, the fancy ones and the
They do, in
not fancy
fact.
ones.
As Dev fires his crossbow pistol and goes, look, he pulls out a warp lock pistol and just boom. Mine bigger.
Well, yeah, we should
Like,
get the
that
sword
remind me, need some bullets.
The city is actually rather well stocked right now with more of the esoterical shit, as there's quite a few traveling merchants. There's even a Clan Scryer shop that's trying to hawk its ware. It's offering the usual Jezal's pistols, ammunition with them. They also have a rattling gun, which one of the salesmen is showing off with quite a bit of enthusiasm.
Okay, I'm gonna go and have a look at that.
No,
The
remind
salesman is
Scrazzle.
rattling off his usual sales pitch. He notices Disco's Skazzle. I was like, stops for a moment, like, weird skin disease. Never mind, maybe it has money. Hey, you look like a discerning gentleman. Yes, look, latest Skranskaya technology, rattling a gun. It is like pistol, but 10 of them, kind of strapped together. Look, spins the barrel. It makes a satisfying clattering sound.
The little
Just
Yes.
gonna look at the rest of the party and be like, neat.
Now will remind Scrazzle our wallet book isn't endless.
Endless,
It has
perhaps
to
not,
get
but
later.
surely it is deep enough for this.
I'm just
Now
gonna
frowns.
look at Gnarl.
Looks at his leg plate. It's like priority things.
Look, can kill faster. Less dents in Gnarl.
Uh-huh.
It can kill faster.
The question is who?
Well,
Whoever gets in way.
it is a so-called experimental weapon, but oh well.
I mean, if I look at my pistols, do I think that I can make them into this?
Not immediately, no, tragically.
I would imagine you have to do a few minor modifications to get a handful of pistols into a Ratwing gun.
So I'm looking at my pistols and the piece of rope we've just bought, like,
The Rattling gun, by the way, in game terms, it functions like a single-shot blunderbuss that will require the help of your new little Skaven friend to operate, as it's a two-man weapon. This reload
right away
is
with him then, because I think I can't use him yet for the.
no, you can use him like he's just there, but you can't use him with the Pavis because you don't have the Pavis yet.
Right, okay.
You just need to equip him, basically.
Okay.
You have been upgraded to inventory item.
Yes. The weapon has a range of 30. It has a minimum range of 10, or like short range, but it doesn't matter because it hits automatically anyways. In a cone up to 30 inches. Its reload is 10 full turns, so you're going to be firing it once.
Yeah. But to be fair, with even my guns, I'm firing them once because I can't afford to take the turnout combat. So
That's another thing. It has the shrapnel effect, and it has damage 3. So essentially, it'll hit everything in the cone. It'll do shrapnel. It'll do 3 damage plus a d10 per thing hit. So for large groups of people, it would potentially be quite dangerous.
but I need the two mummy characters to not be in there.
Yes, that would be beneficial.
Although if Dev gets in way.
That'd be good.
I'll just dodge it. Don't worry.
It's
If it's a
Dev.
line weapon, you can't dodge. And also, you can't dodge range weapons, I don't think.
Dodging all the bullets.
Look at
You do get to
Yeah.
take a agility test to avoid shrapnel and suffer half damage instead.
So what's the price of this thing? And what kind
Prices
of bullets
are
does it take?
it's on sale. Yes, very cheap. Mere 12 warp tokens.
I'm
I
assuming
don't
this is
know
when
how many
Scraz
we've
was just looking at Gnarl with like big puppy eyes.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many did I just roll us anyway?
What you rolled, we would have been able to pay for this.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gnarl would just simply ask, how much for a box of ammo for this rattling gun?
German just looks at the enormous container of ammo and goes, well,
No, because Gnarl is suspecting it's like a printer scam. Yeah, the thing, it's super cheap, but it's, all the little ink blocks you have to put into it.
It has a rather large ammo storage capacity, so you'll need 20 bullets to fill it up.
And that's what the same as the Jezreel takes?
The little pistol bullets. So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
use regular shot and powder for it. It doesn't need warpstone shot and powder.
Okay.
So a reload would be what is it? It's 160 silver. That's expensive ammunition, thinks people. Well, yeah, but
It
might be
is.
worth it.
Little over $1.50. And 100. 160 silver for box of ammo.
He'll throw the first one in at the purchase though, because he's a nice person like that.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
didn't buy
Barge
some
will,
ammo
because it's
anyway.
not very Skaven.
Maybe it's because it's experimental and they just want to see if it goes boom sometime soon.
This is more of a Barge being generous because it is retardo is spent.
Plus,
Look,
he
if-
does want you to return to purchase more of them.
willing to fund entire army if willing to pay. For 12 warp tokens, I don't see an issue with it. Now, again, the ammo is going to be ungodly expensive to reload this thing, so choose your target wisely.
Eventually, Disco will be able to start making ammo once she gets our workshop up.
Hmm
I do
Long-term
have to
wise.
buy ammo regardless.
Yeah, it doesn't take specialized ammo, so I'm not as hesitant about it.
We'll try to upgrade the warrant so eventually it can produce bullets and
Yeah,
stuff.
because I was concerned it
for
was going to
us.
take the special warpstone bullets and powder.
We couldn't afford that if it did.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. So yeah, I have no problem with that, so I will reduce 12 warpstone tokens from our stash.
Are you also buying the warpstone ammo for your regular guns too?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to.
Yeah.
What's the price on the warpstone ammo?
The
Okay,
shop and everything.
5 shots of warpstone shot and powder costs 1 token or 80 silver.
Let me have a look, see how many I've got, because I'm running a little low. 'Cause we haven't stopped to shop
If
for
you
a
said
while.
it's 5 shot for 1 token, yeah?
Yes.
We can throw 2 tokens towards that, so you have an additional 10.
Yep, that'll be fine. So.
And then just so you're aware, we are now sitting at 124 tokens.
Kills, nope. Trappings, yes, that's the one.
All right. In items, I'm going to unhide the rattling gun. There, share record, so you can drag that over.
And you said we got 20 of the normal ammo.
Yes, with buying the Ratwing gun, he threw in the first 20 rounds for free.
Okay.
Yes, that's
I'm just making
5 shots of the 5 shot 4 times of the regular stuff. I've also just had in a rattling gun reload, which is just the cost, but you can carry it in regular bolts if you want to as well.
Is that the stuff that Scrazzle is going to be wanting?
Yeah, Scrazzle looks like a kid on Christmas morning.
Probably break toy in 5 minutes.
So I still need the rope and the crossbow bolts.
What was the cost for the bolts?
I don't know yet.
Well, the craftsman who thinks he can make something vaguely bolt-like, he figures he'll charge you 10 silver for 5 bolts.
All right, so let's get 2 bundles of those then.
All right.
That's 20 silver.
And
now
now
for my rope.
I was going to
arch.
say, now, because yours is in a special quarter, I would say we're going to go to the little general shopping area's armor to see how much it's going to cost to repair Gnarl's. No, not right. Left.
Well,
right
I
leg
still
armor.
gotta get my rope here though first. My best craftsmanship rope, Arch. 10 feet.
Best craftsmanship rope. I'm just wondering if the Skaven would even know what a good rope looks like.
I can evaluate.
That might actually be a good idea because you go like, I want your best rope, and they hold something out, and like you don't know what a good rope looks like. Yes.
I require your strongest rope. You can't handle my strongest rope, traveler.
Like, yeah, this is best rope, strong rope. Gives it a little gentle tug.
Now
Like,
I
look.
can say this: if you want to test it, Gnarl has a very good strength stat. And if it breaks, oh well.
Measly 2 warp tokens for my best rope.
Yeah.
I should probably evaluate this rope. Evaluate, and I get a plus 10 for one of my skills.
The rope is self-evidently rotten through.
You're like, this is shit. We said good rope. Best rope.
You said best rope. Not good rope, best rope.
Merchant
gonna hold it up
seems a
to him.
bit.
See? Rot.
It seems a bit perturbed, but quickly begins sniveling again. Oh, my mistake. Unfortunate. Did not see. Very slight. Points towards the ginormous piece of just destroyed rope in the middle. My mistake, sir. We'll fetch best rope. Comes back with another piece of rope. Very, very best rope. Rare commodity. Mere 3 warp tokens.
I'll look at this one.
Why is this rope so hard to get?
Also, the price is going up, and
As well, yes.
Yes, I know. I'm going to tell you this. Gnarl is going to test what Scrazzle declares to be the best quality
because
rope.
the previous rope was supposedly 2,
too.
meaning
well,
that
let me
it
evaluate
is
first.
only 2.
Yeah, let me evaluate it first.
This rope appears to be a regular rope.
So not best quality.
No, but it's not rotten either.
Slightly better. Still not the best quality. This can get anywhere.
There's some mumbling beneath the brown breath of goddamn picky customers.
How dare the customer know what they want?
It's like, my mistake again. We'll fetch best quality rope then.
I'm
Doing
gonna
it
remind.
intentionally to
I'm
raise the
gonna look
price.
at Gnarl and be like, "Do not waste a black rat time."
With costs in tokens. Forced to waste my time.
We're not paying more than 2 because it said 2 the best.
Alright, well, he returns yet another time with a rope, and this one does look good, like immediately. It seems to be woven in with like leather strips and stuff, and reinforced, I guess.
All right, let's have another look. I might reroll that since Dev actually needs it.
Well, it's a plus 10, so it's just a 0 in that case.
Oh, does that pass it?
Yeah, you're just trying to evaluate a rope. It's not the most complex thing in the universe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you're like
That's
trying
fine.
to evaluate like some esoteric ring that you've never seen before.
Uh-huh.
Yes. This does indeed seem to be a good quality rope.
Okay.
That's not the best though.
What,
Will it
like
count, Arch, for
actual
my
best?
class change?
It will count.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, oh, this is better. So you said 2 tokens, yes?
Don't say 2 tokens. That's 22.
Oh,
You-
2
No.
silver is what you said.
No, you whatever. Thanks, Kip. Well, you wanna do the RP?
You're
do the RP.
welcome.
Does he actually want 4 fucking warp tokens?
Somebody has to
He's
put
not getting
disco in
four.
her stupid place.
Price increases yet again.
All right. Well, you know what I'll do?
Time for some more lightning.
I will take the rope and I'll start tying it into the shape of a noose while looking at the shopkeeper, and just say, "Need to test."
Very well. Roll intimidate.
I guess this has to be an intimidation roll. I was just joking. Okay, let's go.
He actually does something that you could be interpreted as intimidating. It's like, I would just a prank, bruh.
Just a prank, bro. Close. Very close.
Oh well.
He doesn't seem too perturbed. I mean, you're in a busy market street. It's unlikely you'll try to string him up right here.
Well, do you want to try ketchup?
Yeah, catch up.
I'm hearing people wanting to pay more is what I'm hearing.
Ketchup's mad.
Narwhal, look at this individual. I believe you said 2 gold. Am I correct?
He's like looks at you. No, warp tokens.
Hmm. He'll stand very uncomfortably close. It's like, oh, I believe you said gold.
Very well. I'll roll the intimidate. He scrunches back a little bit uncomfortably. My mistake again. Make many mistakes today, apparently.
You perhaps should compensate for mistakes. Waste time.
It looks a bit downcast at that. God damn it. Ah, what is an honest merchant to do in these harsh, unforgiving times?
Not within Skaven society.
Fine. 1 gold, 50 silver then.
Pleasure doing business with you.
It just smiles crookedly. Yeah.
We still paid a gold and silver for literally a rope. I think we lost you.
It's best quality.
Yeah,
Usually they tend to be in terms of gold. That's why I just defaulted to gold.
I think it should have been free.
I think you should be arrested.
Addressed it. Archer, I make up words.
It has been paid for.
Lovely.
All right, excellent.
Is your shopping trip proceeding apace?
The last thing I need are those specialized stars, so we'll have to wait.
How can we procrastinate the shopping?
Going to see
I'll go
the
take a
armor.
nap while we get it sorted.
There's Gnarl's going to see an armor.
We have
Yeah,
our
you should go
permission.
and see an armor.
And
The armorer. There are a decent amount of metal workers scattered around. They do offer repair services as well. Now, what is it you want to have fixed?
My right leg armor, because it is damaged, so it is only providing me 5 armor instead of 6.
Okay,
That's
so
not
that's
ideal.
probably plate then.
Yes, that was played.
All right. The armorer looks it over and gives you a price of dented badly, almost as if some kind of unnatural thing stabbed it. Weird.
Under tunnels dangerous. Always. He was going to say this time of year, but that's inaccurate.
He can fix it up for 2 gold coins.
Gnarl finds this acceptable.
You may return your armor to its original value then.
Just to check, is there anything else in the sort of leather category that can be got? Like I think Kib and I have only got leather jerkin and leather leggings.
I just have legs.
Which is funny, because I bought you that at the beginning of the fucking campaign, pretty
I was
much.
just wondering if there's anything else we can get that's not gonna slow us down or make us too heavy. That's in the kind of leather category,
You'd have to look at the,
or a
armor
second
shop.
pair of leather armor to put over the top.
Well, unironically, there is a armor layering system in the game. You could get padded cloth to place beneath the leather.
Do it.
What would that do?
Spend all our money. Do it now.
I mean, padded
I
cloth's not gonna be expensive,
posted
is
in
it?
the group chat the armor tables.
Don't make me raid.
I actually
And-
don't see the padded cloth anywhere.
Yeah, Hans, you failed us yet again.
It's from the core rulebook, so if he's talking padded, then
Is Barch
it's at
making
the very
shit
least
up
not
again?
at the very least, it's not in the book that I looked at.
Or is this a Barch rule? Barch.
No.
And where is it?
Imperial Armory.
Hands.
I don't have
Fail.
that. Oh, no, because this is from the core rulebook. This isn't from
Okay.
Imperial Armory.
Well,
You
how would,
failed.
Children.
okay, well, what would that cost, and how would it, like, how would it work? What would it
What sections would it
give me
cover?
extra?
Well, they sell things to cover pretty much the whole body, like mittens, little padded shoes, etc. So you can get pieces to cover each part of your armor section, and the padded cloth will give you +1 armor. So that'll be just straight up stacked, and it's the 2 outer layers of armor that count. So if
Well,
you've
I've only
got
got like 2 leather pieces.
Okay, because if you were going to wear the leather jacket, then you'd wear that on top of the padded cloth, and that would give you 2 armor total.
Oh, I don't even have a leather jacket.
So let's buy a leather jacket for both of us, and then get the padded cloth. There, Disco, we'll have 2. Does that go for right arm and body, right? And left arm?
Well, when you buy for your arms, you buy for both arms.
Okay, so
Yeah, because it's not broken up into like.
we'll buy the
Watch this to be,
jacket
like,
for
right
Disco and
left
I, which will bring us up to 2, right? With the padded.
Well, do you want the jacket or do you want the jack?
Jack is the full body, if I remember right.
Then Jack, little poop head, because it'll be quicker.
Are you sure though? Like you can't accessorize as well.
Don't care. My
He's
character can
following
be
the
whatever I
adventure
want
and
my imagination.
He's following the adventurer mentality of does it look stupid? Sure,
Do you wear
but
that
my
with the
bonuses.
instead of the jerkin? Because I've got the jerkin, but it doesn't cover the arms.
It's he's using the layering system, so you
So you
basically
can.
decide.
But you need
You
to add
decide-
it to your weight, so it's additive.
Well, hang on.
Yeah,
Everybody
so
talked at once, and nobody.
Well,
didn't
it's
get answer to the
be quiet,
question.
hands. It's fucking additive. So yes, you can. You can wear it, but you'll have to wear it on top, and it is additive, so you need to add the weight.
yes, that's what I was going to fucking say. Then
Yes, but you
interrupted me.
take too long. Be
Yeah,
quiet.
No, I
but
was
the
the-
jerkin and the padded thing and the jacket. Can I wear all 3, or is the jacket instead of the jerkin? That's what I'm asking.
We just
and
said it's
nobody's answered that
additive. You
question.
can wear it for the 3rd time.
No, you're not answering my question, kid.
You can decide what is on top, with the risk of the one that's you're wearing on the outmost layer is the one that's going
God
to be
help me.
damaged first.
Yes, and it is the outermost 2 layers that count. So if you're wearing 3 layers of clothing, only the outer 2 will count as armor.
Yeah, because like for Gnarl, he's technically wearing his leather chain and plate. But it's only the outermost 2, so that's how I get 6 everywhere.
Okay. So if we get a jacket or the jack for me and Kyle, and then the cloth padded wherever is.
Okay, so you to be precise, 'cause I don't know exactly what you have. Just tell me what pieces you want armored up, and like how many pieces you want on there, basically. Like, do you
No,
want?
all I've
Like,
got
if you have a chest
currently-
piece, do you need another chest piece?
All I've got currently is a leather jerkin and leather leggings. That's it.
I'm taking the full kit. There.
Okay, so if you're taking the full kit, that'll be a skull cap, a jack, or jerkin, a leggings, and then the mittens.
E. With the padding.
All right. That's so you want all the twice? Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, because that gives you 2 instead of 1.
Yeah, but you've already got leggings.
Oh, ditch the leggings.
Kibbs.
But
you know
with
that
the
there's
padding.
there's rules regarding armored casting, right?
Yeah, we'll forget to that when we get to that.
Okay.
I'm tired
Like,
of dying in
that's
one
the-
hit.
That's the reason you only have armored leggings.
That is also the reason, but I'm also tired of dying. One hit.
If you are wearing light armor or only leather armor, you suffer a -1 penalty on all casting rolls.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, I think that's what I need. The cloth in all slots, and then leather jack and leather skull cap.
So I'll just
Yeah.
raise everything to 2.
Okay, so all right, the padded cloth cap is 2 gold. I'll just write it in here so I can.
Okay, you're good. I was going to go to my notes and
Fuck.
tally it up.
Because me and Kyle are awful squishy.
We are. We've been squishy for far too long.
Like one hit off the things we're fighting now, and I'm dead.
So that's for the padded cloth.
So we want ×2 of all that. Hands.
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 18 gold.
Throw rocks at hands now. Right.
Then maybe Nara will tighten the wallet book.
Plap, plap, plap. Listen, these are investments because everyone else has been getting upgrades, except today Disco and I got upgrade. My only upgrade was armor.
And then the leather jack and the leather skull cap.
I need to add these. God damn it.
Okay.
Right, that's where leather jack.
Also, that's -1 to like spellcasting, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you pick up armored casting, yeah.
We need to get that. I'm gonna write that there. I'll be sure I rest. I'll forget.
And then 6 for the jack and 3 for the skull cap.
So you're both getting all of these?
I think only Disco wanted the leather jack and the skull cap.
Okay.
No, I thought Kyle wanted to raise all his to 2 as well.
Yep.
Okay, so Kyle wants full leather as well.
But I didn't need the leggings because I already had the leggings.
Okay, in that case, you'll buy a jack for. You see here. 10 golds for the jack, and then 6 gold for the. No, that's not. That's a leather skull cap. No, you wanted a leather skull cap. Yes. I'm confused. Yes. Okay. No. You'll buy a. You're buying a full leather set. Yes.
Never.
Because you're
checked.
raising it to 2.
Hmm.
Okay, in that case, it's 3 gold for the leather skull cap, and then there's 12 gold for the leather suit.
Numbers.
Yes, that's why I was asking. And then you're it's like, wait, no, let me add this because that's like, god damn it.
Haynes.
So
Quick.
you were both. Be quiet. So
Ooh,
you were,
he's
oh,
mad.
I will
Oh,
mute you.
he is Jewish, guys. Holy
Yes,
shit.
because I'm trying to fucking count and you keep interrupting.
The numbers. Jeez Louise, use a calculator.
I am, you fucking asshole.
What a
Something like
dick.
him.
You're being the dick.
Oh my god, Hands, relax.
Actually, I just realized something. Hold on, before you do any of this.
You shushed it all.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, Dev, what is it? What is it, Dev?
So, I have a full leather armor set
Yep.
that I can give to one of you, because now that I have armored casting, I can wear mail and still cast.
You
just
wear
fine.
both.
Oh god, this is going to get complicated.
Hold on. Let's worry about upgrading your armor later when we get more money, because we've just spent a fuck ton of money.
Okay, all right.
We'll put that on the to-do list, and then we can like sell the previous leather armor. Unless we can give it to the little.
Bear
A
in
little
mind that you
rat.
can wear both as well, because it takes the top 2 layers into account.
Yeah, in that case, Dev, if you want to get really armored, and if you armored casting, what does that give you? Light armor or medium?
Armored casting just it reduces your any armored penalty by -3. So for
So that
example,
means
I
you can
think-
Yeah, you can wear medium then. So you could pick up scale and chain.
Yeah, but I think I could only wear that, not that and leather.
And you can wear 2 layers. So
Wait, but it doesn't each one have its own penalty?
That's a good question, does it? If you are wearing heavy armor and blood, if you're wearing medium armor, type of mail advanced. No, it just says if you're wearing any of it. So I don't think the penalty stacks.
Oh, okay. So I can just get some chain or scale mail at some point
Yes.
and put that on too. I can't wear plate though, because I think that's a 4.
Heavy is a
Wait,
5.
you need a
5. Okay.
special perk just to not have reduced movement.
Oh, okay. All right.
Alright, I'm
So what
just
is
not
mail
doing,
Okay,
like, the full
so-
leather armor.
So who is getting what?
I've counted it out. It's 42 gold that will get Disco her leather skull cap and her leather jacket, and it'll buy full leather and full padded cloth, full leather for Kyle and full padded cloth for both of them.
Okay,
It's-
so the
it's
total
full
we're
padded
paying is
cloth.
41.
No.
42, you cheap.
42.
ass. Yes, that will raise all of your armor to 2, Disco and Kyle.
I'm just swapping this out for full leather armor. Otherwise, I'll get confused. And then full padded cloth. 1.
Right. To further complicate things, as you move to pay with gold, the merchant looks at you. Gold? Skaven, Warren, do you not have warp tokens?
I feel
We
like
do have tokens, yes, but you did say 2 gold.
2 gold. He looks at you very strangely now.
Or, no, this is just me forgetting because it's been a... No, actually, no, did you say 2 gold for the armor repair?
Oh yeah, that was the repair.
Yeah, because that's what I thought you were talking about for that.
Yes, no, the armor repair, he just takes 2 gold. Yeah, it's silly money.
Yeah, because that's what I thought we were doing in order first.
Yes. That's just the 2 gold, yes. You can just take that out.
Yeah,
cloth.
I did that before they did all their shopping.
Good, because there's 42 gold for the armor, but they prefer payment in warp tokens in this place. Yes.
Ask him if there's a discount in warp tokens.
Well, no, but there's a penalty in gold.
we can.
So they want 7 warp tokens.
7 warp tokens.
That is fine.
Very happy, merchantman. As you give him the 7 warp tokens, which is a small fucking fortune in warp in Skaven terms as well. Oh. A man of means, I see. I apologize for judging you for your fur color. Many Moors brutes been around recently. Just bully and take, you see, most uncivilized.
We could have done
Thieves.
that.
Would argue semantics. Thief implies they are being sneaky about it.
The semantics.
Okay, Chad.
Semantics.
They don't read you.
But he does have something for discerning customers like yourself. He brings out an ornate box and he lifts the lid, inside of which is a bright silvery coat of mail.
Right? Silvery coat of mail. As in,
Yes.
like, okay, sorry, mail. I don't know why in my head I translated that to full plate. It's like, how is that fitting in a box?
Mail plate armor?
Yeah, so I was baffled for a second. Yeah, so basically, shiny mail.
Yes, very shiny mail. Got this off the caravan of, he looks around for the, what do you call them? Pussies, pansies, elves, that's the word.
Ah, tree huggers.
Most beautiful. Look at how it catches the light. Holds the box up. It does shine rather prettily, like silver almost.
Very bright, very shiny.
He scratches his head. No actual idea what made it of, but supposed to be excellent.
We'll look at Scrazzle, because I believe she's the only one, or he's the only one to evaluate.
Sorry, I was doing my character sheet. I will evaluate. I will if I can find it. Evaluate, and I get +10 for my skill.
Now you know exactly what this thing's made out of and what it's worth.
Down to the copper.
Indeed, it is, as far as you can see, from the shiny silver hue, and there seems to be no mistake either. Like, if this is a fake, it is
It's a good
it's
one.
a tremendously well done fake. But it seems like a mail coat of Ithilma steel. Very tough. It would be just like a regular mail coat, except way lighter. Less than half the weight. It would cover your body and legs, and it would give 3 armor with resistance to all armor piercing.
What? Have a look at it. It seems to be legit. Very good quality.
You said 3 armor points and resists. It just resists AP, or
Yes.
What?
It cannot be AP'd.
fine piece you appear to have gotten a hold of.
Yes, he's most beautiful. In fact, stunning, brave.
It is.
Even had guard captain of Moors express interest in beautiful piece. Yes.
How much would you say for this particular item?
Well,
How much did I think it was worth as well?
Ithilma steel is basically priceless. Like you can't even put a price on it because it depends entirely upon where you are. Like beyond outside of Ulthuan, this shit just doesn't exist.
Okay.
So basically, super awesome elf shit.
Yes, like it might even be worth more as a collector's piece. Like if you found somebody proper wealthy, the theoretical value of this is damn near infinite. No Scrazzle. Like this shit in the Empire could be sold for thousands of gold. The seller scratches his head. Don't really know. It's weird, shiny looking, bit uncomfortable to the touch, frankly. Elf nonsense and stuff. I'd be willing to part with it for 40 warp tokens.
Take it.
And Scrabble's just gonna slyly look at Gnarl and nod.
With that, Gnarl will do the make it look like he doesn't want to give up the warp tokens because honestly, part of him doesn't want to. But ultimately, he will agree to the 40.
Okay. You have yourself an Ithilma chain coat.
Can you spell that one?
It's Elven.
Okay, just elven chainmail. I'll put it that way. I was trying to write. I was trying to write down the fancy word for it.
He's
Hey.
right.
So I'd
An
like to ask,
Ithilma
Razzle's
chain.
going to whisper to you, don't break that. It's priceless.
strips, puts the Thilmar armor on underneath his plate mail. It's like, in for nasty shock they will be. No, because I don't mind buying it, partly because like even if we don't end up giving it as a gift, like that's still actually really good for our frontliners, one of us, because it resists AP full stop. So even if they break through our outer armor, this thing will still be there, providing armor.
So, what was the rules that we decided on spell casting and regents?
You just need to have a bag of reagents, and it has
So many
was
charges,
it?
if I remember right.
Okay,
yes.
so you're not actually get all the different things. So I guess I don't actually need my rune shurikens then.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, some of the stuff is like, it's like, okay, easy enough. Like, a wheel of cheese. It's like, okay. But then you get other, like, really esoteric stuff. It's like, where would you find this?
Yeah, I think the bag of radiance is
Right.
the least headache way to do it.
Okay. So I might need a recharge of regents then, if we're not going to actually go for the runed shurikens. That's okay though.
I mean, it
Okay.
was how much for the like box of reagents? I know
The shurikens, are they a class upgrade you need, or are they just for spells?
They're for spells. Yeah. They're
Okay.
for my warp stars.
In that case, a bag of reagents has 5 charges and can be recharged for 40 silver per 5 charge.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought I needed more than that. Okay. I guess we're good.
Okay, so you don't need a recharge then.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Just treat that like ammunition, so you mark it off when you use it.
Yep.
Very well. The merchant looks very pleased with himself. He's like, I've screwed that rat out of many monies. Shiny tinfoil.
Little does he know, we know better. Quick question to the party. Would you guys actually want to use that as a bargaining chip for the guard captain, or should we keep it for ourselves?
Keep it.
All right.
We can earn our way in other ways.
Yeah. I'm not concerned about the cost of it. Ratatata, would you care if Gnarl put that on?
I thought Gnarl already put it on.
Well, not yet.
I'm sure I seen Gnarl put it on.
Strips down in the store immediately.
Basically, I'm just saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So since this has you said 3 armor? Yeah, 3 armor. Would that bump me up a tier of armor in body and legs?
It is body and legs. It counts as medium armor, and it has 30 encumbrance.
Okay. Trappings. $30 encumbrance. Surprise, surprise. Gnarl can carry that.
You could give Dev your mail coat, I guess, if you're taking that off.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to do. Because since he said it's like, oh, I can wear mail now. And I do have the... what was it? Mail shirt? Actually, no. I had the mail shirt separately and the full mail armor.
Okay.
Although I don't have it equipped, so yeah, I guess I don't have my mail shirt. So yeah, if you want the mail shirt, I can give you that. Because I'm pretty sure the full mail armor... I'll technically use the head, right? Because the head and arms, right? From that set, technically.
The full mail armor is like it's a full hauberk. Like it can't be divided into pieces. It's a
Okay, so
solid piece.
it is a single solitary unit.
Yes.
All right. But yeah, then I guess I can give him the full mail armor.
Okay. So Dev, you get a set of full mail. The encumbrance is 210.
That's way over my encumbrance.
It's fucking heavy.
Well, I guess I can't wear it right now.
His
Maybe
legs
just put
begin to buckle.
maybe just put that in the cart for now, and I'll see what we can do about it later.
Fair enough. I will add it to floating storage.
Drop it onto Disco's servant. His body buckles immediately.
210.
No, he is my inventory. I am. Got your own slave rat.
The funny thing is, he could still carry it, like, actually in his backpack and be fine.
Alright. Is that it for the shopping? Or are there any weapons you want, maybe?
Already got weapon.
Like, the only upgrades, like, I would personally want at this point would honestly be stuff that's better than just mundane.
Well, the fancy stuff is pretty much all sold out. There are no good or best quality halberds, because the Stormvermin have eaten those up.
Right.
It would have to be a basic hand weapon. You could find a good quality hand weapon.
I mean, I do use hand weapons on occasion, so that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Any preferences? Axes, swords?
Thematically, I think it would be a sword.
Okay, so a best quality sword. Let's see. Disco may want to guarantee that it's actually a best quality sword.
Dinko.
No. You
Apparently
get
too busy
whatever it gives
fawning
you.
over her fancy Ratwing gun.
Stroking it.
Or maybe she went away to get tea.
Alternatively. That's popular too.
Oh, right there. She did say BRB in the group chat.
There you go. You have been left alone, Stu.
And since we're just sitting here, like, what would be the rough price range that Yi salesman says for best quality sword?
Loads. Loads and loads and loads and loads. So the next level up. God damn it. What was the name of that thing again?
The name of which thing?
I was looking for the quality metrics thing. As I'm sure it's here somewhere.
I don't think I saved that screen cap. I just saved the armor stuff. I know it's around there. I think it's like plus like 1 to either attack or damage.
It's definitely something, and Control F will eventually give me it. Craftsmanship, that sounds relevant. Perhaps. Maybe. Weapons
certainly hope
craftsmanship.
so.
That sounds even more relevant. Okay, so it's good or best. Best reduces the overall encumbrance of the weapon by 10%.
Whoop-de-doo.
That's it. That's good. Best gives you a plus 5% bonus to your weapon skill or ballistic skill. Reduces overall encumbrance by 10%. And it's just pretty to look at.
Okay, so it would effectively give me a plus 5 to weapon skill.
Yes.
I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, depending on the price, I may or may not get it. Because at this point, we spent a great deal of capital. Because if we're just going off of like damage, like I'm going to be using the Storm Vermin Halberd over the hand weapon, although there could be situations where that's not going to happen.
Like you lose your halberd again. Throw it in a bush.
Not necessarily. It could also be that there's ranged attacks, and so having a shield out to give them the negative chance to hit. Disco, could you roll evaluate again?
Well, okay. Where did Scrazzle go? There we go. There did Scrazzle go. Evaluate, and I get plus 10.
All right. You are indeed being offered a best quality hand weapon. It's quite nice. It's got a little piece of warpstone embodied in the pommel. It's but by Skaven standards, the craftsmanship is excellent. Anyone else would probably laugh at it, but you know, Skaven.
So in a Skaven society, like if I were to have this like in a scabbard next, like on his belt, it's like ooh, somewhat of import, probably.
It would mark you
look
out
at
as
Noel
valuable.
and just give him a kind of impressed look.
Oh no, because point being, it's like status symbol. All right. How much?
Let's see. He would want 6 warp tokens for best beautiful sword. Make you talk of town, sir. Yes.
We have 77 tokens. Would you guys mind paying that?
No one objects. Grab it and run.
I mean, we do make it. Oh, on average, we make enough to pay that off in a session. All right, sure. You said it was 7?
Yes.
I'm sure he said 5.
Was it actually 5?
No.
Oh, well, the 7 have been extracted. I will now change my hand weapon to best quality sword.
Best quality warpstone pommeled beautiful sword. Beauty and handsomeness.
Change that to best quality. My goodness, it even... Oh, wow, interesting. Best quality also improves parrying skill.
Oh, 5 plus to weapon skill, full stop. So yeah, I'd say so.
Neat. Well, I believe everyone is done with their like generic shopping. Yes. Because I know, Dev, you said there's like stuff in like the special Eshin ward that you wanted.
I am.
Wonderful.
I'm done shopping.
It has been a valuable shopping experience for everyone involved.
Now then, I hear no objections.
Very well. What next, modern man?
I assume now we're finally off to the middle layers to investigate ye magical disturbance.
Ah. An adventure beckons.
Don't know. After all that, Shelby, maybe we should rest.
It might be good to rest a day.
Busy,
Calm down
busy.
from the shopping.
Mhm.
It's like, whew,
Busy day.
exerted ourselves a lot today.
The sun might be going down. You know, shopping takes a while.
Mhm.
Depends how long it actually took.
Well, you probably still have time to head out if you so choose.
That would be what Nara would prefer. Is the
Razzle
rest of the
doesn't
party
mind.
coming along?
Grazzle doesn't mind. He kind of wants to try out his new gun anyway.
Squinting at the... What was it? 160 silver price tag per volley.
Says
gotta
the
make it
guy in the
count.
priceless shirt.
Here's the thing: you paid that price once. You don't shoot it out of a cannon.
Yeah, ketchup really doesn't get to
I
speak
could
here.
have cannon.
You got to make the cannon first.
Gretel just looks at Nor like, yes, cannon, yes, yes.
You got your shiny toy.
I think Scrazzle bought an Thilmar chain shirt, which is ridiculous enough. And then he also bought a sword. Not because it was better than his sword, because it was fancier than his sword.
That's true.
Status is important to Skaven.
Whilst you're walking through town with that, several other merchants like hawk out shit, like, would you like just jewelry and stuff? Fancy noble shit.
No. No time for that.
Warpstone earrings? Like eardubs? Maybe?
Shall not be tempted.
Kyle can eat them if he needs to cast better.
He'll have to speak up if he wants them.
Eat his earbuds.
I mean, we
Alright.
do need a diamond, or any of them selling a diamond.
I think it was specifically a dwarven diamond.
I don't think it was. I thought we could find it in the door. Or a jeweler.
Oh yeah, a jeweler, like in like a relatively large jeweler in the Empire or the dwarves would have a diamond, something like that.
Sadly, the Skaven are not good on this stuff.
They'll happily steal it, but they can't really manufacture.
Hmm.
Just
And
like
none
the
of them
Thilmar
stole
chainplate.
any?
Right. Well, if you're heading out, any particular route you're taking, or are you just looking for the magic disturbance?
I guess we need our magic rat for that.
A sense magic would be advantageous, yes.
As our two magic people are just like deer in headlights, just staring.
I think Krasnicket went for a nap.
I'll give it a go. I have sense magic. I'll be the hero today, Kibbs.
Just tell Krasnicket how much you spent. That'll wake him up. It might
Okay.
also kill him, but
All right, magical sense. Rolling.
Yep.
There we go.
1 degree of success. All right, you've got a general idea of where you need to be heading. You wouldn't happen to have navigation as well, would you?
I believe he actually does.
I believe he does too.
it's an advanced skill, isn't it?
I do actually have navigation.
Hooray! Dev saves the day!
Oops. Oh,
Guess
me.
not.
we'll just take a bit longer to get there, I guess.
We all die because dead.
I mean,
Well, does our great seer
Damn it.
disagree with the direction?
Gracier doesn't know that there was a direction to begin with.
Christ here is too busy making horrible noises.
Directions exist. We will take them.
Well, Dev's navigational skills of the underway are not great, but he does know where he's heading because he's following the magic, so it shouldn't
and if
prove
nothing
too
else,
much
it's
of an
not like
inconvenience.
a really bad failure. It's just a standard failure.
I think he hasn't wandered into a crocodile's nest yet. As you leave the Undercity, you enter into the lower reaches. The beginning areas are quite heavily patrolled, nice and safe. They're like the outskirts of a major medieval city, basically. And they're the Skaven Wardens, the familiar tunnels. As you leave that, however, you move into the absolute lowest reaches of the Dwarven Karak, and the walls turn into solid rock and marble and pillars. You begin running into a lot of debris, busted open barrels, destroyed carts, broken weaponry. All manners of detritus that has simply been abandoned over the years as Skaven, Greenskin, and occasionally a few dwarves and adventurers have been fighting over the area. with the magical sense, you feel that it is in the upper reaches. You're probably going to have to travel for a couple of days to get there.
Well then, if that's what it sounds like, yeah, does anyone have anything they can use to potentially reduce the trip's time?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Because Gnarl can't really help here because we're following magic shit, and he can't sense magic.
Have to
Yeah,
follow
that's
the
not
dev.
magic.
Let Dev go first, and let him go first by 10 yards.
Why by 10 yards?
That way we get a good head start when we run away from Dev.
And traps.
There's our outward estate.
Rolling
You
for
will
random events, ambushes, and such on.
Like I said, 10 yards.
Well, everyone please roll perception.
Dev, remember when you walk into the mouth of the dying dragon, it wasn't our fault.
3 degrees of success. 5 degrees of success.
Guys,
3
it
degrees of
feels
success,
awfully wet and
2 degrees
stinky.
of success. I think we
Every-
spot whatever's trying to ambush us if
Yeah,
there is.
see, the thing is, we've all just got new shinies, and we're just like, people are going to try and take.
Okay, guys, if we were hiding out in this place, where would we hide in ambush to steal our shit?
We're all extra paranoid.
Well, I will be using your perception checks as I roll to see if I can do some traps. Traps are fun. I enjoy traps. I've grown quite fond of traps after I dropped Gnarl into a pit.
Well, remember that Ratata is at the head of the group with his 5 degrees of success, so good luck.
That is tragically true. I'm sure
It's
we
like you're
can.
around a corner and you're ambushed by, gasp, a rock.
A rock. Well, Ratata does steer you clear of the few roaming little bands you notice as you're walking through the underway. Mostly Skaven. You don't get close enough to determine who they are, but odds are Moors, probably.
Moors are adventuring types, even in Skaven society.
Yes. At the end of the first day, you make camp. Dev makes food, forces it into all of you. God only knows where the ingredients come from at this point. It's probably rations that have been lying in your inventory for years.
It's true, we do have 71 rations.
Truly, it is a terrible thing to think of.
It's like a ration per person per day.
Yes. All right, no, one ration was per day.
Yeah, for the group, wasn't it?
Yes, for the group.
Okay, so down to 70 rations.
Now, in the middle of the night, however, as the party sleeps soundly in their little blankets, Dev
little
experiences a waking moment. As he wakes up and stares into two glowing eyes staring back into his.
Gasp. Is there a
Dad?
picture associated with these eyes?
Not yet.
Bye, Dev.
Ah, yet, so there can be combat.
Dev goes to sleep again.
Dev is like, I will myself not to acknowledge this.
There's like, there might be role playing
Dev!
involved.
Too faster!
Problem is, Disco, there's role playing involved.
Dev!
Arch, you need to rephrase the encounter in a way that Dev doesn't have to role play.
God damn it, I was
feels the
cooking.
That's
Sharp
what Dev
sticking
shows up.
pain as
I
he
was in the kitchen.
slaps.
He's like,
I was
oh,
not-
I don't have to
Of
talk to
course
it?
it was
Okay.
food related.
I wake
of
up.
course it was.
Actually, I was making a smoothie, and I was going to make some dinner soon.
Unless
see.
you're making for the whole group, get back here and roleplay.
I did. I made for Naomi, too.
I did when the question was for the whole
Okay.
group. Lie.
Yeah, for the group.
So I woke up,
Lie.
I wake up and there's 2 eyes looking at me.
Yes.
Glowing eyes.
Okay.
There are 2 eyes glowing at you.
Are
He's
they
also
doing
slapped
anything?
you now to wake you up.
How how close? Like on top of me or like a little bit away?
Intimately close. Sexually close.
Okay, so like on top of me then.
Oh, Dev's
Yes.
gonna get bread.
Bye, Dev.
Or it could be a clanician. We never know.
Goodbye forever, Dev.
All right.
Dev
Well,
gonna get bread.
I'm going to attack it because at this close, like, if it was like, maybe 5 feet away, I might say something. But if it's this close, I just have to hit it. It's on top of me. I have to. There's no other option here.
Dev freaks out and attacks. Very well,
Yeah,
roll weapon skill.
I'm going to scream and smash it with my weapon pick.
What is his battle cry? As he wakes up and sees these glowing eyes. He screams in silence. It's deafening.
That was
Okay. Right. He you swing up your pick, which you've been sleeping with next to you, presumably in full armor, of course.
As is
It is-
adventurer tradition.
Deftly caught, however, in midair, as your mouth opens into a silent battle cry. It's like a fucking dog whistle squeak or something.
See, if you had made an actual battle cry, we might have heard you.
Well, I said I yelled. I
Nope.
said I yelled.
I
So,
asked
like-
you, I asked, what did you scream?
We're
You
all
didn't say
fastly
anything.
asleep.
No, it was just a yell. Just a
You need to
ah.
role play it. There we go.
Okay,
Dev.
ah.
Well, it's a bit past it, so we gotta punish Dev.
So he caught my pick. He parried it properly, I guess.
And now a hand is over your mouth.
Well, rip Dev.
Yeah. Important question: is there chloroform on this hand?
Oh my god, Dev's abducted, so he has to RP. Nice. That's funny. I like how you
Okay,
think
can
of
I,
it.
can I do any?
motherfucker.
Hold on. So he put a. Well, that's a grapple, right? Can I contest the grapple?
Well, it's his turn now.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
take turns.
I
It's a
can't-
turn-based game.
So I
I have a
do.
reaction
In
here.
answer to Dev's question, yes, you can contest grapples.
All right.
Yay.
If it's his turn, then I have a reaction to contest his grapple. So what do I do?
Well, first he has to do his thing.
Yeah. First,
That's
he has to
what
do
he-
his thing, Dev.
Doesn't
Well,
he
the
have to
hand on the mouth
be
is the
a,
grapple.
Like,
A hand on the mouth isn't a grapple.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it
bye,
is. You grab
Dev.
someone's body part.
Bye, Dev.
Body part. My mouth is my body part. It is covered.
Yes.
Dev's definition of rape
Oh.
ever evolving. You hear a soft whispering voice in your ear. Fool, stop resisting. Just bend over and take it, I guess.
The answer to that is no. I'm not going to stop resisting.
Ooh,
His hand's over your mouth. How can you say it?
Okay, I can't say it. So,
he's thinking it.
was that his turn?
He did choose to use his turn to speak to you, yes.
Okay, so give me a second here.
Bye, Dev.
Since
No,
it's
no,
been
no.
a second, can Dev
Dev's like, I
more
refuse to
properly
roleplay.
can Dev more properly appraise what the assumingly Skaven thing looks like now? Now that he's fully awake and not the shock of, oh shit, something's on top of me.
Well, judging by mannerisms and voice, and the fact that it's speaking Queekish, it would be a reasonable assumption to think it to be a Skaven, yes?
Did
Yeah,
any of
let's-
us hear his battle cry?
His battle cry was soundless, as Dev.
Okay, all right.
Good.
Fuck's sake, Dev.
I guess I'm asking this. Would Dev be able to identify this as potentially a Clan Eshin person?
I don't know.
Hands.
Dev, would you like to evaluate?
Don't
Hold on,
play
De-
Dev's character. Let Dev play
Is-
Dev.
I don't
Will
want
that
Dev to
take-
become a murder hobo.
Will
the
that
Dev's
take a
quest
turn?
took
Let
us on
Dev
top of him
play.
this time.
Just-
So you're going to have to take a second and look at him, yes.
Well,
make
I
Dev do
wouldn't
it.
do that though. I would fight him.
And
You
that's
can't
what
fight
you
him.
do.
He's on top of you with your mouth covered. You can't-
No, I still have a way to fight him, even though he's grabbed my weapon. I still have one more move I can make to fight him. I can still do that. So that's what I'm gonna do.
No,
Let
Dev's
Dev
still
do what
fighting
Dev
the quest
wills.
hook.
It's the only way Dev
I don't know.
learns.
He has made up his mind.
Stop
Okay,
interfering.
So Arch, Arch.
Yes.
I am going to cast Skitter Leap.
Okay.
Don't you
And
need?
since
Don't you need to? Isn't that verbal components?
no,
Okay, no, I legitimately don't remember.
I can go anywhere within line of sight, but the only thing line of sight of me is the ceiling past him because I'm lying down.
Well,
facing
that'll
him.
wake us up because we already
That
established
does have
that
a loud audible
Skitter Leap
proof.
So
is a
I'm
loud
going
move.
to teleport up to the ceiling and then fall back down on him.
You do need to be able to do the various hand signs and thingity bobs to cast a spell, however.
And so Dev's
don't-
plan
I
evaporated.
don't think. Hold on. I
Keep
don't think
wiggling
Skitter
from
Leap
that
takes
quest
that.
hook, Dev. Keep wiggling.
I don't think Skitter
How,
Leap
how else can you
requires
get out of
that.
this one, Dev? Let's see.
Unless Skitter Leap is an instant cast, there is some kind of active component to it.
Yeah, because I know
Okay.
certain spells have like verbal components and like hand gestures and like reagents depending on what it is.
Dev's like, I will not talk to him in character.
Okay. Dev was like, bad touch. He didn't ask.
I am looking it up. I'm looking up what it's all about. Hold on.
No, that's fine.
My little day. We need a Dev theme song. Dev, what's your theme song?
I thought you already decided his
Something
theme
about
song.
wiggling.
His name is
'cause you're
Dev.
gonna
Is
wiggle
that
out
it?
of the
Or no,
quest
no, no.
hook.
I'm you had like a like theme tune or something like that for him. I don't remember what it was.
The quest hook is sitting on him. I will escape Disco, you little shit.
Dev is like, I will murder it, and then I do not have to engage.
It was
in
like the
quest.
Ludmilla quest hook. It was like, hey, you want to do some like quest stuff? And he's like, nope.
So,
Yeah, because you'll have to put out.
Skitter Leap is a half action, so
It's a
It-
half
it-
action, yes.
yes, that does mean that you have to do a thing. You can't just, wish it into being.
Well, what is the thing that I have to do?
Hand gestures, noises, things.
I see.
You have to do the
Well,
sweet.
he's not
sweepers.
holding all my hands. He has one hand over my mouth.
You
So I
can
have
try to
one
cast a
free
spell.
hand. I have one free hand, so I can still do the Skitter Leap.
You can certainly try to cast a spell.
Okay, how much of a disadvantage am I at to do it?
Loads.
Loads. All right, I guess I'll try it. Let's see. What's the button? This is the button.
This Dev tries to not be struggle snuggled.
Hey, that's pretty good. The difficulty's 8.
You try your best to get your hands up and do the incantations. He's not going to let you.
Yeah, I figured.
You hear another whispering. God damn. You bite your horn, that inconvenient little. Then you feel a sharp stabbing pain to your neck.
Oh, okay. All right.
Roll a toughness test.
Roll a
Sleepy
toughness test.
poison. Sleepy poison.
Oh, they are abducting him. Based.
Bye, Dev.
Dev's last thought is like, I'm being rat napped.
There we go.
You're going on that quest hook whether you want to or not, Dev.
Like, no, I don't have to. I resisted the poison.
It's not poisoning. It's a sleepy stuff.
Alright,
I
you
think
can
mechanically it is
feel-
a poison.
Something coursing through your veins. It's quite potent. Like you are fighting off its effects for now, but this is not going to go away anytime soon.
All right. Well, at this point, can I just yell and make a lot of noise and scuffle?
You can try to wrestle back against him, sure.
Yep. I want to make enough noise that everyone will wake up.
Your mouth is
Jesus.
covered, so
My
well,
character
yeah,
falls
makes
into
noise.
a heavy
But
sleep.
I can yell into a hand, no problem. Or I can bite his hand even.
Guys, I think
Yeah,
we're
I'll
having
bite
good dreams, aren't we?
Mm.
I don't know.
So if he has
Knowledge
his
is meaning
hand on
of
my
shiny
mouth, I should be able
goods.
to bite his hand pretty easily.
Gnarl's
You
just
have you
smuggling
have a
his
nuzzle.
sword.
Don't you have a nuzzle, Dev? Let's not get into freedom.
So what do I have to roll to bite?
Not to bite.
Don't know about
Um,
that one.
Biting specifically.
I
Well,
would assume it's similar rules to like grappling and wrestling.
yes, it would be grappling that you're trying to do here.
So wait a second, hold on. Him putting his hand over my mouth isn't a grapple, but me biting the hand that he put
No,
there is
hold
a
on,
grapple.
Dev. It's not that he's putting his hand over your mouth, it's that he's clamping it down. You can't open it.
Oh.
Because of how rat mouths work.
Yeah, remember it sticks out. It's a snout.
Yeah. Like,
You have a
you're
nozzle.
not gonna be able to scream. You're just... Your mouth is...
At best, you can just go like the joke of Rector.
Well, you're trying to open your muzzle to nuzzle him most ferociously, I guess.
Have you tried peeing on him?
And that is an option.
Here's the thing,
You're
like,
right.
if hold on, if he
Can
has
his
one
shit
hand,
be so unpleasant that it wakes everyone up?
he has one hand holding my hand with my weapon, the other hand holding my nose. So I have one free hand here.
You do. You can try to grapple him. I'm just looking for the goddamn fucking rules for this again.
Okay.
Talents.
Tail choke him? I don't have tail fighting yet. That's the next class I get, tail fighting.
That would be useful right now.
You said grapple? Oh no, you said grapple. Okay, yeah. Because I know for like the wrestling talent, it says that you make a unarmored attack skill with weapon skill, attempting to.
You need to hit him with unarmed attack first, don't you? And then there's some kind of wrestling thing. I had this up.
Yeah, this is the
There it
reason why I
goddamn
took
is.
wrestling with Gnarl, just in case this type of situation ever came up.
Okay, so first of all, roll a weapon skill to see if you can hit him.
Weapon skill?
Yes.
With my weapon?
No, it's an unaugmented weapon skill because that's basically a rough approximation of your physical like prowess.
Right. Christ.
Dev, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Fate wants you to do this.
I'm gonna re-roll that with Fate, in fact.
Can you? It's a critical
It's
fail,
a
isn't it?
I thought
It's
it was
not
just
100.
hundreds. Yeah, it's just the hundreds that you can't reroll.
Yeah.
That's a critical failure. Don't get me wrong.
That's pretty good.
Dev's hand goes flying off into the woods.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Fucking Dev.
All right.
Now what's the penalty you're against?
You try to punch him in the ribs, and his tail wraps around your wrist.
Oh, come on.
To be fair,
God damn it, Dev.
if you're trying this hard, I can see your character be just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Just
he
do the
has
quest.
he has tail fighting. He's starting. You're struggling. He's clamping your nuzzle shut. God damn.
It's like, why do they all have to be murder hobos?
At this point, with this much ruckus, surely the party should have to roll.
If my
perception or
character is awake, he might see it, but he's just gonna roll back over and be like, ugh.
I see your quest hookers finally caught up with you.
About time,
No,
squeak.
Karstiki sticks his head out of the tent and he sees the little exclamation icon above the character. It's like, nope, this is important.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna let it happen, Devin.
Rubs the sleep out of his eyes, sees Dev be wrestled to the ground by a stranger. Just turns her back his own head.
Are you guys actually not helping me here?
We're
You
asleep.
will do your quest hook, Dev. God damn you. This is for your own
is,
good.
This is you asked a legitimate question. It's at this point with you actively trying to struggle. Like, would we actually hear it?
No. I've
But
decided
I'm
arbitrarily.
more asking Arch at this point. 'Cause
Yep,
it's like I don't
I'm
know.
Arch now. Yeah.
As Arch
Right.
tries to figure out how to proceed.
I'm just describing to Dan that Dev's being raped. It's fine.
We need gay on gay rat sex. It's
How
rape
did he
scene.
end up being struggle snuggled? It's like, well, he kept resisting. I just got turned on.
The
Kinky.
the Skaven on top of you looks up momentarily into the darkness, and does a quick move of his head as another pair of eyes appears over Dev.
Quick, we need the body bag.
Goodbye, Dev.
Okay, no, seriously. Does nobody hear this, Arch?
Oh,
Look,
that's
if
what
I
was
hear it,
asking.
I'm gonna assume that you've brought a lady back with you.
Arch, for real.
Arch for real, he says.
Tie him up! Hurry! Roll a strength test, I guess.
Okay.
Make it good.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not a terrible roll. It's just your character isn't strong.
I thought you had more strength than that.
No,
Good.
toughness is a big one.
30
Wow.
seconds later, your arms and legs are bound behind your back, and a giant piece of black cloth has been shoved into your nozzle. And then bound.
So you can't bite your tongue.
Dev tries to kill himself. Are you serious?
I'm
before
just gonna
dishonor,
I'm just
Ratman.
gonna say into the muzzle, are you guys fucking serious? Looking at the fucking party asleep.
That's what
You
I
just
asked
hear
it's like,
snoring.
would we actually hear it? And Arch hasn't responded.
The
Arch,
answer is
would
no,
they actually
Arch.
hear it?
No, they're good, okay? They haven't made a fucking sound.
Yeah,
I have.
And you have tried.
You have tried.
A long piece of wood is inserted, not in your ass, don't worry. In the bound part where your hands meet your legs and they heave you onto their shoulders and they go huff, 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 huff into the darkness.
Bye, Dev.
Bye,
Time for your
Dev.
quest, Dev. Time for your quest. Yes. Are you excited, Dev? I'm so excited for you. I'm so...
You can't dodge the hook forever.
Oh no, I
You're
need to
gonna
actually
do
add
your
to my notes
quest.
now. I need to actually add to my
You're
notes that he's
getting-
been rat-napped.
Right now. We're gonna wake up next morning and be like, he must have finally be doing his side quest. Our character's fourth wall break. Like,
There
they
were
all
signs of
know it
str-
now.
There were signs of a struggle. He appeared to have been bound and then carried off.
The hand of God, if you will.
Oh well, it must have been important.
We'll see him in a week when he's done, doing his character progression.
Well, all of that is truly awful. Right. Dev, after about an hour or so of you arrive in a well-lit side cave. There's probably about a dozen or so black-clad individuals inside of this side cave. There's a roaring fire. There's guards, everything. You are dumped unceremoniously onto the ground as one of the black shapes comes out of the darkness and asks your bearers, "Why bring him here? Told you to give simple instructions." One of your bearers shrugs, resisted.
Most vehemently.
Pressure.
The the interrogator rat again goes, "Did you drug him?" 3 times.
That's pretty good, Dev. You're earning a reputation.
To be
Actually,
fair,
wait,
high
Arch.
toughness does have its perks.
Give him bonuses. He'll be like, he's actually pretty good.
Arch, you said that I would have to re-roll that regularly because the poisons was really potent.
Yes, that was before I decided to just hog tie your ass.
Arch had enough of it. You exhausted double Auntie.
Okay, hold on.
Look, at
I'm
this
just gonna
point you
try
should
this
be
real quick.
at this
You
point
weren't
you should
gonna
be
get
happy
rat-napped.
that they had to use 3 doses of presumably fairly expensive stuff.
Okay, just give me a second here. I want to try something. So here's my
Can I
reroll
escape
for
now?
it. No, I'm still awake. I want to see if I could pass out while it actually happens.
Willfully, no, you could technically spend a fate to try to fail.
I spent all my fates already.
Unfortunate.
Try to fail.
You roll 1, I re-roll a fate. Technically, it's a critical success. You can't re-roll it.
Well, if he had failed that, he would have just gone, like, okay, pump his stomach. Well, the presumed leader rat leans down and looks you deep in the eyes, and then begins fiddling with your muzzle. He removes your gag. Finally, he looks at you expectantly.
He starts screaming, I have rights and privileges.
Help,
Am
help,
I
I'm
being
in that.
detained?
They kneel on his neck. He's like, oh.
How does over? Am I being detained? Over and
Can't
over.
breathe. Hands up, don't shoot. Charges them.
He starts speaking. You have proven to be quite the complicated man to meet, haven't you, little Eshin? He slaps Dev.
Dev just stares, beady-eyed.
Am I being detained?
He slaps you again. 1 point of damage.
Ow. Wait, I have armor.
That's true, I guess.
He
His
slaps
hand
you
hurts
really
a little
hard.
bit. He goes, ow. He takes off your armor.
Alright.
A guard spotted you outside the compound. We had no Clan Eshin agents coming our way. Needed to find out who this Eshin is. You seem to be Eshin. Whom do you serve? That disgraced white fur?
Yeah, I'll just nod. That's the truth.
You're doing it, Dev. I'm proud of you.
Oh, no, hold on. He hasn't truly roleplayed yet.
Nods.
That's a start, guys. Come on.
We'll
You
figure
might
out
even
later if
get
he's
squeak
chosen
out
one.
of him. Just a little squeak.
Well, if you value your master's life, you will answer questions truthfully.
Damn.
That's when he's like, joke's on you. I don't.
I lied.
I don't value it.
There you go, Dev. Now you can do your Dev stuff.
So, he claims to not be council emissary. Seems a silly lie. Is he truly not sent from by the Council of 13?
Why would they have that impression?
Because he's a
Is-
white fur, and typically white furs are associated with the Council of 13.
I see. I don't quite know how to answer. I mean, because the answer is like obviously not. No. I mean, I'm just very confused. No.
Not to my knowledge. It's like, oh, great.
No, he too
Like, if you
retarded.
wanted to give the most bullshit answer, that would be the best bullshit answer.
So truly is just reject white fur. Is this what you are telling me?
Exactly how I would word it. Squeak.
Squeak. Still seems unusual for white fur to travel with such small party and so few connections. My paymaster, nervous about presence of white fur, has been sent on errand into Lower Warrens, chasing, quotation marks, magic tracks. He holds up an
Hold on a
amulet.
second,
And
Arch. Can you repeat that? Sorry. I cut out for a bit.
Has been sent up into tunnels chasing magic tracks. He quotation marks it. He holds up an amulet in front of you, which you can immediately feel that it glows lightly of magic. And he's clearly implying that this is what you've been tracking, but you know it isn't, because this feels completely different than what you were looking for.
Can I don't think I need any kind of movement to magical sense. Can I sense it right now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll just do that roll. What does it feel like, Arch? Wow.
Pistachio.
All right. So I know nothing about whatever he's holding up.
It's definitely not the thing you originally were tracking. Like, the one you sensed earlier was a much more powerful signature. This is probably just some kind of magical amulet or something used to trick you here.
The little bubble.
Yeah. So wait, is he saying that? Is he saying he wants us? He wants me to think that we're actually tracking that amulet?
Yes, that's what he thinks. Like, he thinks that he has tricked you into following the amulet, whereas you didn't even sense the amulet.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to give it away that there's something else in here, so I don't know. I'll just be like, I'll just shrug.
Shrugs.
It's a nice amulet.
You have been lured here, young Eshin, yes. much to learn you still have. We are suspicious of your master. You will look after him for us. Yes. You will be well rewarded for this service. All you have to do is sneak this onto his person. He holds up a little pin. It just looks like a magical, decoration, like a needle you'd put in, like, a cloak or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
This will tell us his whereabouts and allow us to listen in on his conversations.
What constitutes well rewarded?
I'm guessing you're asking that question to him.
Yes, I'm asking that question to him.
He scratches his chin. What would want?
I actually don't have an answer for that right now.
Just stares at him blankly.
Starts breaking down crying. Just says, I don't know what I want.
I figured he'd have some idea in mind.
Now, the thing is, even if he does have a lot of, shit to offer, why pay a lot when you'll be willing to take a little?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have anything particular in mind, he holds out a long curved sword with a thick blade, and he takes off the sheath of it, and you see the weapon immediately begins leaking a darkish green liquid. Normally, these reserved only for proper assassins. You do a good job. We'll give to you. It is a weeping blade. Basically, it is a magically poisoned weapon that always weeps drops of corrupted warpstone. Very dangerous.
Excellent for a murder hobo.
Yep. Okay, I guess I'll ask the obvious. What you want with Karsnicket?
He gives a little toss of the head. Disgraced white fur, irrelevant. Fear is agent for counsel. Nord will not want interference of council, and Whitefur arriving now, very suspicious. If not agent of council, just let live. If agent of council, grind his testicles through machinery, I will.
Oddly specific.
Hand cranked machinery to boot.
Part of fetish, yes.
Maybe Kibbs is an agent of the council after all.
I knew it.
Party turns
Okay, so
against them.
he
so they
wants
can
me
live.
to put the enchanted needle on Kibbs's clothes so they can listen in on what we're doing.
Yes.
And know where he is.
And in return, hold on. So, can they currently listen in just by me holding the needle? Does it have to be?
Well, they
in
can
the
hear
clothes before that
you.
quits? Yeah.
Like it's a very small range thing.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll do it.
He smiles to himself. Good. No would see reason. He looks over at the two guys who kidnapped you. Good help is hard to find these days.
Well, they did get me. I tried pretty hard not to be here.
Incredibly so.
The leader rat waves at the two other ones. Untie him and take him back to his companions. And so they do.
Wait. Hold on. Before you go, before I leave, I'll just turn back around and be like, okay, just this is a long shot, I know, but when you got this magic pin, do you have anyone who knows about magic in your group right now? I could ask a favor.
You could potentially have that as payment.
How would he? I don't know. He just nods. Yes, have sorcerer. He waves over to one of the cloaked individuals, which stands up from a repose and comes over to the fire.
All right.
He does indeed look like a sorcerer.
I'll show him the ring on my finger and say, "What think of this?"
He squints at the ring. Interesting craftsmanship. Dwarven, I would wager. Is anything special with it? Feels strange.
I can't take it off.
He looks at you, looks at the ring. Tugs at the ring. It hurts. Unfortunate. Tugs harder. Hurts a lot more.
Gets the knife out. He's like,
Ring like a parasite just like moves to the other finger.
oh my god. Teleports as the other finger falls off.
And it's not just that I have fat fingers. It's magical.
And he cocks his head to the side. Could try to dispel spell.
I tried that and it hurt, but maybe you're better at it than me.
He smiles broadly. Want to take that chance?
I mean, I kind of do, actually.
Oh my god, here we go. Boys, bucker up.
Wait, what if we do it together?
What if you do it together?
I don't know.
And
that
it
might
hurts
be
twice
fun.
as hard.
Then drops finger off, moves the next finger.
Well, we could, you know what? If this guy's a lot better at magic than me, and he probably is, maybe he could do it or we could do it together. So it's worth a go.
Well, if you want him to try, he can.
All right. Sounds good to me.
He does some magical incantations, but nothing appears to happen. He just kind of he sighs and strikes like, horned rat not listening now. You as a mage can tell that he just botched his spell.
Oh, okay. Well, thank. I'll just look at it and just be like, I'll put a hand on his shoulders like it happens to the best of us. I know it's not normally like this.
Hey, just can't keep
Pretty
it up
cruel.
anymore. I see what you're doing, Dev, and I appreciate it.
Honestly, I'm not actually that surprised that he's not that good of a mage. If they thought that little amulet of theirs was what drew our party here.
Yeah. This could be some low-level scrub.
Yes, because if they didn't sense the big magical thing nearby, I doubt they would actually be better than anyone in the party.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I guess I will take the pin and return to the party.
Okay, you're led back to the party and delivered safely. And one of them, of course, holds a finger up to his nozzle and goes, remember, keep a secret.
Mhm.
We will contact you when you have done your duty. We will know. We'll bring reward. And then they slip off into the night.
Okay. Is everyone still asleep?
Probably.
Soundly so.
Okay. So, I'm going to do this very delicately, okay? I'm going to take the pin, and then I'm going to, as slowly and quietly as I can, wrap it up in my sleeping bag. Okay?
Is this a betrayal?
This is a
wrap it up.
Arch is
And I'll-
frowning.
And I will very quietly put it somewhere far away from the party that I know where it is. And then I'll go over to Kibbs, and I'll whisper in Kibbs's ear exactly what just happened.
Gibbs
The whole story.
No. If you think about it, he's basically doing to him, or to Karsnicket, what those rats did to him. So for all he knows, he might get acid spit in the face.
It climbs on top of Kyle. Kyle wakes
Well,
up with a pair of
Kyle.
eyes looking at him.
You wake up with a pair of eyes looking at you and words being whispered in your ear. So go on, Dev. Whisper gently to Kyle.
Go ahead, Dev. See if I spit acid.
Kibbs, wake up.
Who the fuck is Gibbs?
Who's Kibbs? What is Kibbs, precious?
He's been possessed by a demon. Put him down.
Demon. Speaks of Kibbs he does, knows not what he does.
So, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Whisper gently to Kibbs for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Run away.
Start whispering.
You're fat.
Hey, Gibbs,
you need
how's
to
it
lose
going?
weight.
Pretty good. But I'm not Kibbs, I'm Karsnicket. Get it? We can't ERP unless you do the right name.
I mean, of course I was going to betray these guys. Like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't I?
They're NPCs. Look at Dev. He's like, my loyalty
Dev,
was
I
never
can
in
at least
question.
think of one very shiny sword for a reason as to why.
Yeah, well, you know what? They have like a low-level sorcerer. We can just go back there and stomp the fuck
All right.
out of them.
So I assume you tell me everything that happened.
Well, Dev,
Yes.
you're
Okay.
right. We could do that, but do keep in mind these actually are in the employ of Narwhal.
Yep. And Karsnicket looks at you and he's like, well, not really concerned. Go ahead and put pin in.
Wait, do you actually want the pin in?
Because the thing
Unironically,
is,
I was actually going to say, out of character.
the
I
thing
actually
is,
was gonna
hold
suggest
on.
that.
For Karsnicket, he knows that you're going to get a powerful weapon because you told him everything. And you're his companion. You getting a more powerful item benefits him. Secondly, he knows he's not a member of the council.
Unless it's like a
Thirdly,
super deep secret
if they
agent.
think that he is a member of the council, they'll kill him. The options are very limited, and one option actually benefits Karsnicket. The other
that kinda
gets him
clears his
killed.
name as well.
Yeah, actually, unironically, I think he should wear the lapel.
It's within Karsnicket's actual interest, so he's totally fine with you doing the mission.
But what's gonna be funny is when he puts it on proudly, like on the front of his armor, and it's like, "What's supposed to put on Sneaky?"
I am back.
All right, so
back.
that's what we'll do then. Sounds good.
Arch's like,
Gibbs-
what?
Gibbs will wear the spy lapel proudly.
Yeah. Kibbs is going to proudly wear the spy lapel, Arch. He has consented.
Okay.
Consented.
He will put on it on his clothes. He will
That's
put
what
the
we'll do.
lotions on his skin.
They don't start. I'm now imagining he's gonna start like narrating what he's doing in third person. I, Karsnicket, will climb this wall now.
I Karsnicket feel the need to take a shit. I
He's all
Karsnicket
gonna
find it
overdo
burns.
He's
Oh,
gonna
look.
seem so acted and over the top now. as he
There's a
tries.
dozen women all looking at Shirley, me, Karsnicket, and nothing else.
Yes, it is true. I did slay several gods. Yes. I am the chosen one of the great horned
Did
rat.
Karsnicket ever tell Karsnicket's life story?
Yes, Karsnicket was-
He starts reading like his like Skaven like bibliography.
Karsnicket may have tried to kill his master, but he actually succeeded in saving the entire Under Empire. Yes, yes.
It's like after a while, it's like, do you think he knows he's being listened to? No, surely not.
Truly, we have stumbled into the greatest gracier of the Under Empire.
You're just talking directly into the pin. Just holding
Is
it
this
up.
thing on? Okay, part 2 of monologue.
You hear like the tap tap sound like that, you know? Oh god.
I would like it if you stopped being funny. My cheeks are hurting a little bit.
He's like, I don't want to smile anymore. Alright, Archie, you're gay. He's like frowning now. There you go. I did it for you.
The pin also has an assassination effect.
Oh, that's convenient.
It's like, I don't care if he's not Council 13 member, annoying as fuck. Kill.
I've developed strong distaste of this particular gracier. End his life. Would certainly be within
I
character.
see why I was kicked out. Doesn't shut up.
All right, Karsnicket is wearing his lapel happily, joyfully.
Loudly.
Karsnicket willfully wears wiretap.
Okay, so now we need to perform. That we're talking to.
Now, on the next day, however, the magic signal is still strong as ever, despite the Eshin group having presumably moved out of the area. So, what would you like to do now?
Regale my deeds and heroics to my party, randomly.
Gather round!
You tell
I'd like to
Tell
look for my
story
store
before.
now that I've done the job. Did it get delivered overnight?
He wants a sword already.
Well, keep in
I
mind,
did the job. I put it on Kibbs. I'm good.
I will rules lawyer or like contract lawyer here. Technically, they said you will get it after they find out if he's actually working for the Council of 13 or not.
Okay, fair enough. I'll get out of bed. I'll clap my hands and I'll rub them, and I'll walk over to Karsnicket and go, "So, Karsnicket, do you, Karsnicket, work for the Council of 13?
No.
I don't think so.
Council of
Oh.
13 does not like Karsnicket. My
That's
Council of
right.
13 doesn't even know Karsnicket
lean-
exists.
I'll lean right into the pin and go, "What's that? What do you say? Can you say it again?"
Karsnicket is disgraced Gracier, they say. They don't understand Karsnicket's greatness, I say.
Yes.
That's what a Fed would say.
That's what if they're like,
And then
does he
I'll
glow in the dark though?
And then I'll turn and look expectantly down the tunnel.
You might glow in the dark a little bit, Kib.
Regardless,
Suspicions increased.
asked to find disturbance, and you both... Actually, no. You sensed a disturbance. We should go down and end it, or at the very least find out what's causing it.
He thinks Snarl is too cranky. That's Snarl's verb. Snarl needs to ease up, rubs Snarl's shoulders. Relax,
Heard
Snarl.
Muffled sounds last night.
So
Disturbed
tense. Snarl has been awfully tense these last few days. We can really feel that knot in there.
As you just feel plate mail.
I was like, what is he doing?
Just gonna look at Norl and be like, is it just Mimi, or does he seem more retarded than usual today?
Yes, yes.
You should probably investigate the party's anal virginity to see if rapes occurred during the night.
Wow, Arch. Arch like,
Pry
"What? Is
open
this
their
my
butt cheeks.
brother."
Stare into them. Divulge their secrets.
I mean, he's done it before with the god.
Yes.
I do wonder how rape kits work.
Rape kits?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm sure if you're curious, Google can satisfy that curiosity.
Well, I don't know about that. Anyhow,
Damn. Very boy.
Dev continues his journey into the dark.
Waddling.
There will be no entertainment for me for the next few minutes because I'm going to need to set something up. Kyle, make stupid noises.
He's doing a battle map.
We're getting the map.
Spoiler.
It's a map.
Well, Kyle, why don't you do some more monologuing for your pin?
I, Karsnicket, say that I am the greatest rat
I
of
was
all kind. Be
born
quiet
under
now.
the sign of the rat in the year of... I don't know Skaven calendar.
Sometimes the Great Horned One speaks to me. Granted,
Shows
it
me
makes me
things that can't be unseen.
wish they could be unseen.
They're just gonna have hours and hours of rambling recordings.
The worst part is the party has to
Call-
listen to it too.
Oh my god, they have like a speed
call
2
the
things like.
year. Call the year Karsnicket 1.
The year of our
First
Lord,
year.
Karsnicket 1.
Like they're gonna have a rat on the other end of it whose job it is to listen, and after the first hour,
Transcriber.
he's just gonna be like asleep.
Well, no, the thing is, they're Clan Eshin. They, of all the Skaven clans, are more willing to do their jobs.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
I
one
gotta
can only
take a
be
leak.
so
You bet.
willing in the face of Karsnicket's ramblings.
It was here that I earned the ire of a Dowie with a pointy hat and pointy teeth.
And I founded the movement Rat Lives Matter.
Still not done. Continue.
Hurry up, Butch!
Maybe we should have Kibbs do like a performance check if he's actually going to be regaling just random tales.
Hey, you don't have to do checks if you sometimes talk through it. That's the thing about Archer's campaigns. If you talk, you don't actually need to roll speech checks often. Which is
Yeah,
why
fair
we
enough.
haven't done too many speech checks. Because Barch is a kind blonde bimbo. He's like, yes, Barch is a kind blonde. Isn't that right, Barch? Isn't that right, map maker? Where's my map, Barge? Where's my map?
Gives us to reduce his insanity score for us. Yeah, it must sound just like insane ramblings on the other end.
I see them sometimes when I sleep in the edges of my vision. The demons.
The cat girls.
No, it's worse. They're cat boys.
Not Karsnik, it doesn't sound that way. Wishes they were cat girls. Would like to be dominated by cat girls. Karsnik would. Karsnik reveals to the entire party that he's a sub. Look at that.
The entire party turns around. Okay, I gotta kill him.
Okay. He's like, dislike cat girls. Well, get it? Because it's a rat. That's my line of logic here. Rats are, beneath. Look at that, chat. See that? See where my mouse is? Now watch. Like, ah! I just need to remind them, because they've stopped commenting on the fact that my NVIDIA control panel is not found. Click to install NVIDIA control panel. And I'm like, nah.
Exactly. We didn't want it gone anyway.
It's my streaming PC. I don't really need it. Probably will get it downloaded at some point, but none. Streaming PC isn't really for playing video games. It's for streaming.
Sad.
You still need a good GPU though, because a lot of the effects that OBS does, they use GPU power.
They do, especially when you add more stuff to Streamlabs OBS. But a 2 PC stream setup is actually the best thing ever. Like ever since I got the stream PC,
I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Like never going back. Never going back. Yeah, it was expensive, but honestly, the expensive option sometimes is the best solution. Oh,
sometimes you're too poor to be cheap.
Oh Jesus, that cost me an arm and a leg, especially because that's when graphics cards were inflated. Ugh.
Yeah, I
mean, they
kind of
still
found out
are
how much my graphics
expensive.
card cost me.
I heard some people speculating like in a year or two.
It already
both
is starting to
the
come
price
down,
will-
apparently.
Yeah,
I
because
couldn't
supply
wait
is
for that.
meeting demand.
Yep,
I couldn't
finally
wait
catching
for
up.
that. My PC was chugging.
I do remember hearing a story where it's like a scalper is like, I lost thousands of dollars because prices are coming back down. It's like,
Yeah, he ended
fuck
up losing
you.
like 25 or 35,000. I know the one you're talking about. And it's like, good, fuck you, fuck
Yep.
scalpers.
Yeah, you
Oh,
tried to make it worse.
It also reminds me of that one scalper who, remember, like during the start of like the coronavirus stuff, they bought like a lot of like sanitizer and whatnot, and they actually got like no one actually was willing to let them sell their stuff on their sites.
Yep.
That's right.
You bought a bunch of sanitizer and toilet paper, all for
That
nothing.
was
lucky,
bullshit, though. Like, fucking Amazon can still sell it, but normal people can't. Fuck you.
No, that's scalping. There's a difference.
He was
he
intentionally
bought it
like
just to
marking
price
up
Jack
the
the
price.
prices up. Yeah.
Because
I
scalping
got
isn't the
lucky.
same as like a distributor or a store.
During the pandemic, I got really lucky in that I managed to pick up two 3090s and a PS5 for at market rates, like what they're supposed to be sold for,
Hmm.
just by camping out on the websites, kind of
Just
religiously.
waiting.
No,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Yeah,
Oh,
good job.
and Ryzen 9 5950X. So I built myself an amazing PC just by checking them every day, saving up, just waiting for the right
Waiting for
time.
your time to strike.
Yep.
That's not
It took
bad.
like 6 months, but I eventually did
Without destroying anyone's power lines. Like, that happened once.
it. I only had the opportunity to do it once.
It's like, I could only do it once. So, yes.
Now, Death, you have led the party into a large open corridor-like space as you grow closer to the source of the magic. As you do, you notice ahead of you a large gathering of people. You may open Karak
People?
Passage.
Wait,
I don't
what do you
like
mean
what
by
I
people?
see.
What is that little fucking blonde piece of shit done to our game, guys? God. Quit making fun of me.
Quick question to Arch. Are we supposed to... Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're back there.
So by people, do you mean Skaven or do you mean humans or what?
They're
I'm
skeletons.
seeing undead, and I'm seeing a certain priest that we've met before.
No, no.
There might be a possibility we might be able to learn something here if we're sneaky, though.
There's Norse marauders. There's one prisoner, and then there's a bunch of skeletons.
What's the prisoner? Is he a squeaker?
I can't tell you. It's not loaded in.
God damn it. Norskin's disgusting. It's a fucking grill. Kill it. Just like, "Ah!"
That is a face.
Let me guess. She's Asian. Look at that face. Yeah, she's Asian, all right, chat. She's
Don't
from.
be racist, Kibbs.
It does matter if she is, because that means she's from the derpy Chinese nation.
Cathay.
Yep.
Wait, isn't that where my Skaven are from too?
Yes.
No, yours are like from fantasy Japan.
Yep, but it is over by
Nippon.
Cathay. It's next to Cathay.
Yeah, it's by Cathay, but it's not. in
Odds are
Cathay.
you would know what Cathay stuff is.
Well, the clan. That doesn't necessarily mean that he was from there.
But she might be of a value to you.
Also, I see that sneaky little ship behind the wall. I saw that. I can't unsee that.
What was it, Haynes?
What was it? What was it?
No, it'll be a surprise.
You piece of shit.
Let's just hope no one gets turned to paste.
First
I
thing it leaves.
remember when Gnarl got turned to paste.
It wasn't Naro who got turned to paste that session.
Oh yeah, Dev got turned to paste once too.
Pretty
That was
badly, too.
me.
Now, we probably don't have a time for what could potentially happen here, but
I have
I did
time.
want to show you this thing.
It's nice.
I mean, I have time tonight. It's okay.
I don't think I have time. I'm hungry.
It's like, Dev, I
Wow.
don't think you understand.
I'm hungry too. I have work to do as well, and I need to do a little stream with Gabe because he's alone, sad, lonely, ignored.
Yeah. Today's Victoria. We're continuing our Victoria 2 campaign. There's like, what is a Victoria, precious? What's a Victoria?
But what did you want to show us, Marge?
What's funny is I actually was going to see, like, once we got an audience with Narwhal, about the symbol that this guy had to see if the Skaven at large knew anything about it, but I guess this is happening first.
Who knows? We might be able to figure out something here. It does look like they're two parties negotiating, though.
Yes.
Yes, you arrive a decent little distance away, like 30, 40 feet or so. Like it's too far for you to really hear what's going on. And the only reason you can see them, like they've got torches, they're out there. Several of the undead are carrying torches, several of the marauders are carrying torches. Everything else is pitch black. You, of course, have true sight, so you don't give a shit.
Not just night vision, true sight.
Yes. And they are clearly negotiating. You do recognize the one wizened old figure, the pet wizard of Ludmilla, who also encountered you in the tombs and seems to have struck out on his own, shall we say.
Well, do you want me to sneak close to listen in? To listen into the dialogue?
Can? I mean, that's kind of what I was going to suggest, actually. So we can learn
Right.
some squeakrits.
Okay, so I'll cast all my sneaky spells, Arch, if that's okay. Do you want me to roll for them, or do you want me to just have them? Just not come
You
back?
can have them here. There's
Okay.
time.
All right, so that'll be Sticky Paws, Swift Scamper, and what's the other one? Pelt of the Assassin. Okay. And now I'll roll for sneakiness.
Trying to decide if Naro wants to be sneaky as well.
There we go. I'm pretty quiet. All right. So I'll
He's a
just slip
quiet
around.
little dev.
I'll slip around this way.
A dev of the sneakiest of sneaks. Perhaps even of the squeaks. Will we ever know? All right,
Okay.
you get a little bit closer. You still can't make out any words being spoken, though.
I've got an idea. I'll go to this pillar here. These are pillars, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to climb up the pillar to the ceiling and then walk on the ceiling.
You very nearly
Yes.
disturb a dead body as you do this.
I'm very quiet. Look at that,
Let's
7
move the
degrees of
camera
success. It's okay.
here. There.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if I want Naro to move up to that pillar as well, but I don't know if we actually want to interrupt what's going on here rather than just listening in.
So yeah, I'm going to climb up to the ceiling, walk on the ceiling basically above them, and then listen downward.
All right. Well, Dev climbs the pillar straight up. It's fairly tall. You'd probably say a solid 10, 20 feet, maybe even. Like it's big. Not 10 feet.
Mhm.
It's pretty tall. Just walks casually on the roof. Doesn't try to sneak in. Just walks upright.
Well, I'm still pretty sneaky. And then I
Until
will
he's
just...
he's hanging far above the conversation.
And when I stop, I have to roll concealment, and then I get plus 30 to this. So it's like a 120 roll at this point.
Well, go ahead.
Good thing it's a plus 120.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
like,
good thing.
If you still roll 100, you still fail, though. That'd be a problem.
That was very close, Dev. That was very close.
And the worst part about 100, you
Take that.
can't re-roll.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, do you remember what that priest can do for ranged magic?
I recall. But the spell gives me a plus 30.
Okay, well, a 99 is still a failure, regardless. It's not a critical, though.
Mhm.
All right, let me just roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 fucking perception
Wait,
rolls.
hold on. It's not a failure. Not with my plus 30.
It is a failure. And a roll of 96 or more is always a failure.
No matter what.
Yep.
It's
In that
basically
case,
just
hold
a
on.
way to
In that case, roll a fate.
I don't have any more fates.
Dev, that's when you should have lied and said, "Oh yeah, okay, Kip," but now you're fucked, Dev. Odds are they might not see, because I don't know if skeletons are very.
Okay.
Maybe.
Skeletons are not great. Now, you do notice off into the corner, you see a familiar black armored form leaning casually against one of the pillars.
I'm just gonna be like that asshole.
Yes, that's the guy I saw. That asshole, as you put it.
Oh, this is convenient. Okay, all right. Well, you're trying to stick to the roof as you're trying to remember how to camouflage yourself. And you look down. The negotiations are continuing, but you notice that one pair of eyes, the girl behind the Norse Marauders, she is looking straight up at you.
Let's hope that she's not going to scream or
Let's
say
hope
anything.
she's not stupid.
Yeah, I mean, she's a prisoner. Maybe she thinks we're here to rescue her.
Or maybe she just hates rat people.
Like,
Consider
if
that.
she sees, if she sees me, I'll just like put my finger to my lips and be like, "Shh."
There's an enormous rat monster on the ceiling shushing me.
To be fair, given her predicament, surrounded by Norskin like barbarians, undead monstrosities, and an undead priest, it's like, is a rat thing really going to be the strangest thing she's seen today?
That's true. It might not be. Eventually, she looks away from you, Dev, and she just kind of gives a glance around the room at her captors, and then seems to settle down again. Like she doesn't seem to be in any hurry to reveal you.
That's good. All right, so I guess I'll just listen into the conversation then.
What languages do you speak?
Let's see. I have.
Oh shit.
Hold on. I have a few. Arcane, Kislevite, and Queekish.
All right. Arcane, Kislevite, and Queekish. Well, they're not speaking Queekish, and they're not speaking Arcane either. But they are speaking at least some approximation of Kislevite. The Norscans speak it quite well. They seem to be pretty fluent. The priest, not so much. Like he's reading Russian for Dummies as this conversation is going on.
Okay.
Yes, we will pay you in babushkas. It's like, I don't think you meant to say that.
What, 10 babushkas?
And it's like, what size babushka are we talking about here?
The conversation is a bit stilting as there's some very clear translation problems going on here. You also notice the girl just kind of sighs at all of this. Like, she clearly understands both parties quite well. You gather that they are definitely talking about this girl, and it sounds like some kind of prisoner exchange. And this seems to also have been pre-planned. Like, they didn't just randomly meet and like, hey, would you like a woman? As they are talking about agreed upon prices and so on. So whatever's going on here, the two parties have clearly sought each other out for this already. And now they're having a trouble either agreeing upon or remembering the price or simply communicating it. You pick out a few mentions of places. You hear Kislev being mentioned quite a few times. The Norscans are apparently from Kislev, where they have captured the prisoner. The priest doesn't seem to recognize like where in Kislev anything. Like, he seems uninterested in this, honestly. But the Norscans are trying to drive up the price too, because they had to do a lot of shit to get her. Like, she was guarded and stuff. They specifically say that she's a magic caster in Kislev. Those are rare and few and far between. Normally, the ice witches are locked up in heavily guarded towers. The price is not conciliatory to our efforts in gathering her. The priest does not seem interested in this. You arrived at a price with my master. I have come ready to pay that price, and nothing more, barbarians. There's clearly some tension going on here, and has been for a little while.
Yes, the time-old price haranguing after the price has been agreed upon.
Yes. Is there anyone who wishes to take any actions, by the way, before we continue?
Would squishy members of party care if Gnarl moved up to the next pillar?
Not now. I mean, it wouldn't matter now. You can if you want to. But be careful, handsy pansy. Unless you want to try to instigate them to fight each other, which could be to our benefit because they kill each other a little bit. But I don't know how we're going to do that.
The only thing I would have for that would be, like saying, it's like, oh, I thought you came to a price with us, but like that's going to be obvious bullshit to both sides.
Well, actually,
Well then, I think I'm able to sneak to the other pillar.
do you want me to try and just stealth nuke the wizard?
That wizard has a lot of health from what I remember last time.
Yeah, but I've got a new spell. It might be okay.
Might be. He might be.
Also,
Hold on, let me look it up.
he does have a few more guards than he did last time.
We could also be we could lie to the no, see, intervening now, they're gonna be very much like, who did you come from? They'll be on the defensive. Like,
Yeah, and the
walking
fact
up there and
we
being
didn't
like, hey, we'll pay more for her. Like, the other dudes are gonna be like, who the fuck are you? Fucking just...
Okay, so if I use all my cooldowns in one attack, I can throw 4 poisoned warp stars which are magic missiles with damage of 2, and anyone that actually deals damage, after all the calculations are done, deal an additional 5 damage.
I mean, it's a
Per
risky
star?
move. I mean, you are on the ceiling, so
Yeah.
The
Hey,
odds
you
of
you-
this.
can-
I have a lot of advantages right now.
that's true.
Yeah,
It is some
they
nuclear
don't
power.
have.
In that case, can we?
I could
Oh,
I
go
could
ahead.
easily deal 20 damage in one hit with this spell. Possibly more. How much health did he have? Do you remember?
I remember it took a few rounds to actually get him to expend that amulet of teleportation.
Hmm.
Whether that was because he was able to prevent me from hitting or just bad rolls, I don't quite remember.
Well, how about this? I'm not going to do anything unless they start fighting each other. How's that sound?
I mean, that's the safest option.
And if they start fighting each other, then I'll just get like the cheap shot in before combat starts.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, the conversation continues for a little while. The Norse Marauder's like, oh, your master, you keep mentioning your master. Why should we care? Who is this master of yours to be worthy of our efforts and times? Listen, again, woman was hard to get. The priest sighs heavily, and he holds up one hand, and he creates a very loose, glowing image of what appears to be a rune in the air in front of him. The Norse Marauder takes a step back at the sight of this. It's very difficult for you to see from where you are, Dev, what that image of that rune is. The rest of the party might have a better view at it.
Well, can
Would
I
that
tell what he's
be-
doing just through magical sense?
You can
It is
tell what he's
a,
doing. I think it's more just the angle from where you are. You don't really get an idea of what the rune looks like.
Okay.
So would that be perception for the rest of us?
Yes.
I'm just going to assume that massive failure is more that Naro is like, yep, magic shit.
Magic shit.
I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong?
Definitely something.
Scrazzle's like, shiny. Sparkly. And
Because
pretty.
while I do have a fate, given what's here, I don't think using my one fate right now is necessarily the best use of it.
Well, if we're not having the combat this session, you get it back for next session, so you might as well.
I
It'd be
mean,
better to use mine because I have 3.
yeah, and you have a almost the same chance.
Perception. There we go. I have another look.
Right?
Squint my eyes
Scrazzle is
out.
at first like, magic shit. I think that's fine. Guess I'll try. You can see what it is. The spell itself is a fairly simple illumination spell. Like he's drawing a signature, basically. There's not a whole lot in that on and of itself, but you can clearly make out the icon. It is that of a scarab with its shell open and wings outstretched. But the scarab looks sickly. Like its head is that of a human skull with a pair of extremely elongated canines.
So, Scrazzle's like, magic shit. Well, I can't really communicate with anyone because we're sitting here quietly. And I think they're all wandered off.
No, like because you guys have effectively dark vision, you can see where he is. He's just at the next pillar.
Yes, but I can't communicate to you.
No.
I could try and do charades.
Do hand signals in the dark.
Scourge was like,
To be fair,
2
that is
words.
actually not. Okay, I said that as a joke, but that's actually not a terrible idea for creatures that can see in the dark.
Hand signals in the dark.
Just like,
Oh yeah,
you
because
hold up two
we
paper,
can see
2
what we're
words.
we can
First
see what
word.
we can see what like we're doing, but creatures from the surface wouldn't be able to see it. So wouldn't be the worst idea.
No, first to learn some
Nobody
kind of
else then.
sign language. Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't help us now. I could potentially point Snicket at it, but that's all I could really do without making noise.
Well, the Norse marauder is taking a step back, spits on the ground, and does the mark of the skull of corn over himself as a warding gesture. The all ancient wizard just laughs. Now do you understand? The
I mean,
marauder
out
seems.
of character, would I actually know what that symbol means?
Do you have common knowledge, magic, some kind of history?
Don't think so.
I think I'm the only.
Very
Or no,
unlikely.
I and Karsnicket have common knowledge, but Nar doesn't know what it
Common
is. So
knowledge, Skaven. That's probably academic knowledge, engineering.
I have
No.
academic knowledge magic, and so should Kibbs.
So when I describe it later, you you'll be able to tell me what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know any significance.
Kibbs, do you have it?
I believe so.
All right, roll some academic knowledge magic for us.
But don't you have it?
he
I'm
can't see.
on the roof.
He can't because of his position. He can't really see the sigil that well.
He can't see it.
Let's see if we
Plus,
has
it's
it.
close enough to me that I can probably like
Character.
whisper to him where to look.
Parents. Going.
Nobody here is named Terrence. Thank God.
Kibbs, what are you playing? You sneak-
Nothing. I was leaning back.
Kibbs?
I mean, I'm literally playing nothing else. I can't play anything else.
Because he's streaming. Butch out.
You monkey. The only other thing I could do is like monkey with the other computers, but that's pointless. I was leaning back. That's why I might sound distant, because I'm literally laying down, sad, frowning.
Well, your academic knowledge magic does. You don't know exactly what this is. It's too specific. If you had access to a library with the relevant knowledge, or you had the relevant common knowledge, then maybe. But you can recognize the general shape of things. Like, it's the same way that, you know what a car is, even if you don't know what type it is, And this symbol is definitely Nehekaran in origins.
Look, Jurassic Park. It's a dinosaur. A Brachiosaurus. What do you mean?
Might not actually be a dinosaur.
It's like, I don't.
There's actually every chance it's not a dinosaur. It's virtually certain that it's not a dinosaur, actually.
Are you saying there is no scarab dinosaur?
Almost certainly there is no scarab dinosaur. Never
Sounds
has
like-
existed. Never
Sounds
will
like
exist.
anti-scarab propaganda.
The revelation of the sigil seems to have gotten the marauder onto a more conciliatory tone, however, as with another quick spit on the ground to ward off evil, he gestures with his hand like, very well. We will take the agreed upon payment, but nothing less. The wizard just goes, wise of you, finally.
I think our window to influence things is
The only thing I could think of is basically skitter leaping someone like in there, and then, well, I guess it would have actually had to been Rattata because he could skitter leap. Oh no, that's right. He can't skitter leap with people. So,
What if? Now, far away. Yeah, just a pinch. Let me just check something on my end, but I'm 99% certain from memory that that is way far. There it is. Nope. Can't do nothing about it right now. But, can we take actions? No. Skitter leaping would be too much risk. Nope, never mind. Nope. That's a dumb idea because it makes noise. Never mind.
Yeah, it's loud. Just don't do that.
yeah,
Because
because
like, I
the
could
thing is,
skitter
like,
leap to the pillar and try to do a warp storm.
like the only thing I could think of is ultimately it engages combat somehow, and I don't see that going well for us because there's a bit too much people.
We're outnumbered, and we know that that guy is really strong.
and
Do you want
scary.
me to hit him now? Want me to blow him up?
No.
I mean, the thing
Hit
is,
him now,
very
Jeff.
few of them would actually be able to respond to you directly. Like, the only ones that would be able to do anything were probably the ones with the javelins. Because I don't think any of the skeletons have ranged weapons.
I don't think
I'm
so
sure the
either.
mage won't have anything interesting.
I'm sure the mage has something, but what if I just downed him?
I mean, if
I
you
mean,
wanna-
if you just throw like your stars at them, like they're not gonna. It's dark. They're not gonna see where the fuck those came from because they'll just come out of the blue. But they are gonna be alert, and then they're gonna immediately look around, which means that they will eventually look up as well.
They might also find us first.
That's true. They'll be more attentive to their surroundings. I'm trying to think. Can I move closer? But that would require stealth to get closer, wouldn't it?
Probably.
silent move, yeah.
And I do not think I have silent move. I am 99.9% confident.
I know I do. I
No,
don't
we
know
do
if I
not.
wanna be
Nope, we're
close.
not doing that.
Yeah, I doubt
I
you're.
Well,
actually
you know what
have
I
a
could
good
do?
chance at silent move. I have like 72 in that now.
I could drop a smoke ball, and then while there's a bunch of smoke, Hands, you could run and grab the gold.
Oh my god, the gold? Grab the girl.
He's like
No, fuck the girl. Get the gold and run.
Why do we want the girl?
No.
What do we want the girl for?
Dev,
The girl's
here's what
worth gold.
here's what I would do to argue against that. If we take the girl, then there will potentially be some infighting here because it's like we want our payment, and he's like, "You're not getting it."
Exactly.
Take the
Throw
girl
smoke.
and the gold.
Throw smoke. Here, Dev. Listen, Dev.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Throw
no,
smoke
wait.
grenade.
Throw smoke. Skitter leap her out, and then skitter leap yourself out.
Or just run.
I can't skitter leap her out. I have to be beside her.
And he has to have line of sight, which he won't have in this one.
Okay, Barch, how is the girl restrained? Visually.
Well, I think turtle shell bondage.
She's just laying on the ground. How did he even see Dev?
Okay.
You can
Hold on.
you can have turtle shell bondage without laying down.
Dev could probably just pick her up and run. I mean, he's quite strong and he's fast.
Well, hold on. I don't need to do that because Gnarl has also a very high silent move roll. So I can drop the smoke bomb, and then Gnarl can sneak in, grab the girl, and sneak out. And then we can all just withdraw.
Yeah, but Gnarl's not very fast, so if he gets caught, he's fucked.
The thing is, just the smoke bomb itself might be enough to cause them to start fighting. Because
Exactly.
it is a
It-
tense
It is
situation.
something that no one expected, and something's going off during the exchange of the goods.
I mean, if you start
Yes.
throwing your throwing stars at them, they might think that the other group did it. And
Yes.
Actually, yeah,
Throw
I
the
actually
smoke
like that
bomb.
idea
Throw
better.
throwing stars at both parties.
Yes, because then they're going to think the other side.
Yeah,
did
what
it.
did you do that for?
I can only throw at one target a turn.
Okay, we'll pick a target and start a fight.
Throw a
So
smoke
are we
bomb and
doing-
throw it at the Kislevites dudes.
Yeah, I would say the
because
Norsemen,
they're
'cause they're
they're
more
the
likely to just
dumbest.
attack.
And then once they're fighting, you could throw the smoke and actually like there'll be more confusion because they'll
Hold
already
on.
be
Am I
finding.
doing smoke first or am I doing ninja stars first?
Smoke, because
No,
otherwise they
ninja
can
stars.
see.
I can't see him.
Yeah, no, but throw smoke so their vision is obfuscated to begin with. Don't
Bear in
throw
mind,
the...
with surprise, he does get a double turn.
Yeah, okay, so you can do both. Throw smoke and then star. Bam.
Assuming he out initiatives people, because you get one free turn to begin with, but odds are pretty good you've got higher
Yeah,
agility than
he
you would
has
down there.
fairly high agility. I think it's pretty close to
Do it.
mine.
Do it.
All right.
Do
I'm
Yes.
going to take my smoke bomb, kiss it goodbye because I need it to upgrade my
He's
class.
like,
I guess I'll
"Goodbye."
get another one.
We'll go buy another one. I promise you. I promise you. We'll
It's
go
like,
back to
"Goodbye,
that store and buy you a
sweet
new one.
trappings that are required for class advancement."
I hate
Right.
that system though.
No, the thing is, I
Well,
get why they
That's
have it.
stupid.
I get it.
Just
it's
make an
it's
XP
really,
gate.
it is really gamey. I'll give you that.
It is
It
gaming.
is, yeah.
All right, carry on.
I can't upgrade,
If
but I
this
had
is the
one.
plan, because there's a couple of chests of gold and one closed one. Well, we will act it out next time because I am fucking drop dead hungry. I am sad, and this will still probably take some time, especially if Dev trips and surrounded.
Dev.
Hi, Kev.
See, look, Dev. This is the best Dev session we've had. The campaign.
Yeah, Dev
I
got
should
Ragnar.
abduct him more often in the middle of the
Yes.
night.
You should.
This is anytime we need Dev to interact. Every once in a while, we'll just Dev, you're being grabbed again. He's like, God.
I wriggle. Not our quest hook. It's firmly in the Dev.
Every time we put him to bed, we have to pre-restrain him. We tie his arm behind his back, his legs together, and his mouth shut.
we just wait until he falls asleep. We drag
Yeah.
him outside. We pretty him up a bit. And we're like, any
Put an apple in
takers?"
his mouth.
No, we stand guard in front of the tent, and then it's like the quest giver comes up, and it's like, "What are you doing here?" It's like, "I'm quest giver." It's like, "Very well, you may enter."
You may enter.
I'm looking
Time
up
to
for-
sleep,
for-
Dev. You know what that means. Tightens rope.
Hold on, this is not going to work out, I don't think.
What do you mean? We're not doing it now, you mumpy.
Mumpy.
No, I mean, the smoke balls aren't big enough to cover the whole area. At least one isn't.
To be fair, you don't need to cover everything.
Yep, because the shock of it all will put the focus on that thing. Initially, at least. Because what happens in a situation when you're caught off guard? You're immediately distracted by the thing that startled you. That is your first focus, and then you're like, wait, where did that come from? How did that happen? Your mind starts to think that way.
Let me see if I can test something.
Scoopity, get off my proopity.
Okay, so that's about... Is that about the radius there? So if I were to drop it on me, it'd be like a circle of this, approximately. That's the radius of a smoke ball.
Honestly, I would say focus it a bit more left.
Just
Yeah.
a pinch more left. Keep the wizard in the smoke, but definitely as far to the left as you can, because the skeletons are skeletons. They're dumb. They'll do whatever the wizard thinks, as long as the wizard is not able to see, because they are mindless
So
drones.
basically, how it works is that I roll a ballistic skill test. If I fail, there's a grenade fail chart that I roll a 1d10 on, which is kind of interesting.
I dropped the grenade. Roll your throwing skill.
And then it creates a cloud where people have no vision for 1d10 divided by 2 rounds. And also, each round the cloud drifts based on wind.
So it's underground, so it doesn't drift.
But it can still kind of drift based on like movement, so there's like a way to roll that as well. And also, there can be a situation where if I fail the roll, I still get it. It just makes the cloud in a slightly different location. So there's a lot of ways this could go. There's a lot of ways this could fuck up, guys. I could like accidentally break it in my hand, and I just get covered in the cloud myself.
Yeah, but in that case, you just fall to the ground, and it's the same thing.
Not exactly.
Close.
Now it sounds like we have a basic plan of action.
And the risk to Dev's life is something that the party is more than willing to overlook.
Mhm.
Some of Dev may die, but it's a sacrifice we are willing to make.
Eager, in fact.
He has
So-
3 fates. He won't die.
I have no fates.
No, you can. No. What I'm talking about is burning a fate.
Oh, okay.
You don't need a fate point to burn.
Right.
What cruelty. What callous waste of a Dev's life.
What a callous waste of Dev's fate. There's a difference.
Very well. We will leave it on a cliffhanger there because the audience does love cliffhangers. I know. And Archie's so very hungry. So very hungry.
Before you go eat, how much EXP? 100?
I'm very hungry. I ate your experience. That's what I did.
Fat fuck.
It sounds like it's 150 experience this time.
It's 100 base and fine 150 experience because I had to
100 base
gag and
plus
tie Dev
150.
and drag him off.
Wait, is that real? Are you serious? 250 for this session?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Under 150.
I heard 250. I can't hear anymore. My ears stopped working. All right.
You
so
didn't hear that.
He's like, no.
But you can have the extra 50 for reparations.
Okay. Reparations sounds good. Thank you for the 150. I appreciate it.
And then, what have we got here? Bernalot says, tip for quality entertainment. Much amused with Dev's snuggle struggle squeak. Alright, so abduct and rape Dev more often. Can do.
Meow.
Meow. Cat wants to rape Dev too. There is yet to be a single person who has objected to Dev being raped.
I think it's going to be pretty great, actually. I think it'll enlighten Dev. Dev will get to experience culture. You know, that's how we culture people. We get to experience a variety of cultures through unconsensual sex.
Yep.
That's how
If
that
this
works.
is indeed a democracy, then Dev's ass is
About to
everyone's.
be experiencing a lot of multiculturalism.
I'm not sure what I missed, but I don't object.
Damn. Well, Dev.
Dev will be
Pucker
the
up,
receptacle
buttercup.
for an immigrant sexual emergency.
Oh, what'd he do? What'd he fail?
It's not what he has done, it's what will be done to him.
What did he fail at?
Brother Doom says, here's money for good time chuckles. Thank you, sir. And the Holsteinator says, look at World War II soldiers with a katana on his back. It makes so much sense. Well, what about the Spartans in samurai armor with katanas on their back? Good question. Plus, there were World War II soldiers with katanas, you noobs.
Yeah, they were called the Japanese.
The Waponis, actually. They called themselves the Waponis.
So, like, we slap a knee. They smack their knees.
Glowy says, chat, join the 4K or the KKKK, Kyle Kibbs Carl clan. Monster Girls, supremacist and oppressor of furries. Monster Girls are superior to furries. This is true. Objectively. Real Holsteinator, best quality rope, tightness of weave and material. But what kind of material, though? Like, do you make better rope out of better rope?
Boop.
That doesn't seem to make sense. Space Wolf Blackmane says, I have finally begun my first step into the world of tabletop wargaming with Battletech, and I love it. Single box set gave me so much for just 60 half. Oh, one out of two, $60, I guess. I mean, 8 models, assembled set of rules, a primer, short story, and a couple other things. As to GW, $170 for single night. I wish more played.
Depending on the tabletop war game you get into, it's good. The Games Workshop wouldn't recommend, purely because it's so expensive. BattleTech's not terrible because the actual starter kit, if you want a starter kit, is $20.
Bearing in mind, if you're buying GW stuff, you're not paying for the model, really. You're paying for the fact that GW has market supremacy, shall we say. You're
But
paying the
alternative.
monopoly cost. That's what you're paying for. Lord of the Possum, here is some money for the rattling gun. Aw, he bought the rattling gun for Disco. That's very kind of him.
Okay, had the gold back hands.
Yeah, put the tokens back on.
Hands like.
It was, what was it, 40 rope tokens for that thing?
Lord of the Possum
no,
says, how
40
many
rope
rattling
tokens.
guns can their rat army have? Well, Disco can now be a rattling gunner team. Though she'll also have to take the risk of occasionally blowing up if she decides to do that.
I get to be both teams because I'm also the other one. There's just a me in the group though.
What about Cricket? Dinko.
Yeah, Cricket's there too. So
There's
where?
just a me.
Wow,
Poor
Cricket.
Black917 says, Squeck and Hail Arch Christ, our fluffy Lord and Savior, Breed Kibbs. Also, hi Hands, hi Deb, hi Disco. How's Kitty?
Hello.
Disky? Yes, Disky sounds fine. It was mewing a little short while ago.
Disky.
The combination of Disco and Kitty. Disco's confused. How does it happen? Gene manipulation, that's how. Black in 1917 says, hi Opossum. And Lord of the Possum says, hi Black.
I like that they're just having their own little conversation.
It is adorable. Lord Wadio says, buy another Raider. Yes, you probably should be putting away 80 warp tokens for another Raider, because those things are really
The
good.
thing is, I was wanting to do that, but I also thought this type of thing would come up, so I wanted to ensure we would have enough to buy that stuff when it popped up, which we
We
did.
did get a bit spendy today.
Yes, the party was very spendy today.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Party.
He's fucking fancy ass chest plate. He's fucking fancy ass sword.
Party.
Narwhal fucking glows.
Look, the thing is, Naru is trying to basically get himself in a position where he can justify going to what was it? The class above Claw Leader.
Chieftain?
Clan Chieftain, yeah, that's the one.
Well, you do need to look fancy to do that.
Yeah, he has to look the part.
Lord the Possum says, at the end of this RP, Disco will be in a tank. Conceivably, yes.
Yes.
At the very least, a warp wheel thing. Doom wheel,
know,
that's what they call
What's
it.
actually funny is, rules as written, I do meet the trapping requirements for Clan Chieftain.
You do. Lord of the Possum also says, Dev gets dragged away. Dev, what are you going to do to me? Stranger, make URP. Dev, womanly screams.
No, you can't
No.
make me now!
I don't wanna.
That was intended to be a very simple conversation, which is like, Dev, you must pin this on your master. Dev nods his head. Dev gets allowed to leave.
I even tried to, hint that, he's like, no, I'm not having it. It's like, alright, Dev, you can do it your way.
I'm not getting raped.
Lessons
Hold on,
learned.
Arch. Did you purposefully stat those guys so I wouldn't be able to get away?
Yes?
How close was I to getting away?
Not even fucking remotely.
Oh, okay.
They were literally
These
gods.
guys are goddamn demon princes, basically.
If I actually got away, what would you have done?
I just have stabbed you a few times, and then done it again the
Remember,
next night.
Arch sometimes fudges the rolls to make things happen, which is what a good GM always does. There was never a chance you were going to get away, Dev.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Yeah, it was like,
There's no escaping Dev.
and you used a fate point on it. Think about that for a second.
See, any
I didn't
normal
use anyone
player would
else.
just nod their head and go like, oh, this is a thing. I should listen.
Not Dev.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a bell that'll be attached to my waist at all times that I can ring with a free hand.
So,
With
so
some sleight of
The
hand
bell
bullshit.
stops
hold on.
working.
So, Dev, are you saying that's your anti-rape bell?
Yes.
Rape whistle.
And then
I'm
you guys will
raped
come
by a
help.
quest. Help, guys! And we'll be like, oh, Dev's
Ah.
being made to quest again.
Sleeping with a rape whistle would be the best part. Like every in and out breath, like.
Then we hear it
party would
stop,
very
and then it's just
clearly
like
care
we
that.
come in, we pay the person who's like holding him down, so it stops him doing it, making noise.
Please come back tomorrow too.
Party takes turns shaking his hand. Thank you.
He's like, I don't understand. Why are you shaking my hand? Quiet, serenity.
Marcus Detlaf says, Arch, when are we getting a Cypher's Kane lore video? That's a very good question. In the future is the only answer.
Soon, TM.
Too soon, TM. It is a very large window of time. Lord of the Possum says, Arch, you have to RP Dev. Watch this. Dev kills himself. And bites his
That's
tongue.
why I was saying it kind of as a joke. It's like, you have to put the cloth there, otherwise he might try to bite his tongue.
Lord of the Possum says, RLM hears about this, starts rioting. They kneeled on his neck. It was a tragedy. Spotted Pig. Watch the Doomsphere detonation scheme plot on YouTube. The Doomsphere detonation plot on YouTube. This sounds weird. I might have to be more busy watching ASMR instead. It seems to be a meme about Total War Warhammer. I don't like Total War Warhammer, though. Glow in the Dark says, Kib's third eye opened when he used 2-screen setup.
Basically.
I gotta admit, though, the moment I managed to finally get 2 screens, which took me forever because I didn't have space for them, it is so much better.
I don't
I've
have
got
space for
3.
2 screens.
You know,
This
I,
fucking listen to
have
the
3.
screen privilege
Seven, eight,
chat.
nine.
Listen to this
I
screen
need
privilege.
more. It's not enough. It's not
listen,
enough.
I've got 4 screens, and when I had to drop down to 3 temporarily, it felt almost unusable.
I'm at
know,
9
I-
monitors
Imagine.
now, boys.
I actually just need to buy more monitors because I have like space for 6 in the back of my GPU now, but I don't have space for 6 on my desk, so that could
See,
be a problem.
What I ended up
hold on,
doing is you just
Scordia.
make a ring of desks, and then you can have 9 monitors.
Nah, I'm
synced
gonna
up.
get some of those arms that you can clamp them on to
Oh
move
yeah,
them
and have
around.
them like vertical. Yeah.
Scordia, if you're using a regular NVIDIA graphics card, even though you have space for 6, it'll still only take 4.
Some cards are that way too. You'll need an adapter
you
if
lock
that's
'em.
true.
I'll make
Not an
this
adapter. It's like a software thing to unlock it. It's like locked in the firmware. It's kind of shitty.
They do that because the more monitors you plug in, the more taxing it is on your GPU.
Yeah.
I will add all of the screens.
So what you need to do, Disco, is actually get multiple computers.
Or if you have like 2 GPUs, then you can run 8.
Jeez.
I don't have 2 GPUs. I
Look
have
at
one.
fucking Barchago.
Jano66 says, when told abductor is intimately close, Dev immediately said he's on top of him. Dev bottom confirmed.
Damn.
I think Dev is too large to ever be a bottom.
Mm.
Don Pete XX says, didn't know Dev's character was a Fed. Well, you know now. There's way too many Feds in our friend group. It's a problem. We're going to have to deal with it at some point. A Fed genocide, perhaps.
The
A
Fedricide.
Fedicide.
I blame Sargon for that one.
That's true. Sargon recently sent an article in the Super Secret Conspiracy chat. How subscribe prophets of hate, with a nice big fat picture of Sargon on the front page. Yes. A hate merchant he is. Yell at him. And finally, Axelhead88 says, I just finished your Vrax series. Excellent work. Since they were introduced after that was published, how could the Skitari and Knights have had an impact on the siege? Well, the Mechanicus probably wouldn't have showed up in strength, because it was very much so a god affair, unless they wanted to, get one of their weapons worlds back, I suppose. The Knights would have been useful, but that kind of high value shit probably wouldn't be used too much in siege warfare just because they'd probably die. And that'd be kind of shitty and kind of a waste. But they would have been effective if they had been applied wisely, so not by the first marshal.
I just realized something. We were doing a house rules kind of thing, where if we were wearing armor, the weight wouldn't matter, right?
Yeah, I
You
think
have to
As
be
long as they're
wearing
wearing
it,
it.
if I remember right. Then we were discounting the weight because a lot of the armor was stupid heavy, and basically
Okay.
like only Gnarl could wear it, rules as written.
So could I actually wear that male suit then?
You probably could then, yes.
All right. What's the details in the male suit?
If you actually look in items, there's an entire like stat
Items.
breakdown of it.
Where is it? And full male
yes,
armor.
there. Use the lies. Use them.
Full male armor protects all and adds 3 armor points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that means I have 4 armor everywhere instead of just 1.
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
even with me losing technically my armor from that, like I'm wearing enough other armor as backup. I still have 6 armor total. Because if I remember, 6 armor is the max we can have, right?
Theoretically, I think you can get up to like 9.
But like with that, like you need like the super awesome like magic enchanted stuff, right?
Yeah, you need the special shit.
Which is why I was asking if me getting that like elven one technically would bump
Internet.
me up one.
You could get to 4, but you would need like Grumrail plate and a Thilmar mail. Like that would give you 10.
Okay. I might have to actually like look at my armor
Yeah.
again because of that too.
The chat is saying that full male already includes leather. Yeah, but you can layer it though, right? Like I
If
have a
you-
leather
o-
suit.
Okay, if I actually remember looking this up. Like if you're going off of like the basic thing, technically a full plate, you are wearing every other tier of armor beneath it as well. So you're wearing the chain, you're wearing the leather.
Yes,
Okay.
this stack.
So I don't have 4, I have 3 then?
What is the armor you have?
It's the
Well,
full
I
chain.
have I
Or
already
what I gave
have
him.
a full leather suit, which is 1 to all slots, and I just got a full male suit, which is 3 to all slots.
Then you have 4, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like even though I technically lost armor because I'm wearing other armor underneath it, I still have 6.
Good. And Glow in the Dark says, Dev the Fed. Dinko didn't listen to him when he tells you to shoot up the place. He's trying to incite you to do crimes. That is a thing that the Feds have been alleged to do, yes. Now then, I need to go eat because I am desperately hungry and I want to not be sad anymore. So, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all for your super generous donations, and hopefully we'll see you all again next week. So, until then, have a good day.